Hello, chat. We'll be with you in just a moment. Almost all ready to go. Get my last couple of things done. Probably another minute. Okay, welcome out to episode 55, everyone. If it is your first time here, welcome. We play Dungeons and Dragons over here every Sunday. I'm going to tell the cast we're all good to go. We've got everyone in stock. We've actually had a full house for the last, few months, which has been great. Let me bring the music down. And yeah, this should be an interesting one today. Got some really fun stuff in store. So let me go ahead and say hello to everyone. All right, I'll start unmuting.
It's so hard to know.
Sorry.
Hi.
We're talking about poo.
Talking about poo.
Hi.
Sorry.
I was hoping you guys would stop in time, dude, because it was a weird conversation.
It was not a weird conversation.
It wasn't a weird conversation.
Very
informative.
sharing our stories.
It was weird,
about
man.
Poo. Listen, just because you stood in poo this morning doesn't mean it was weird.
Who didn't?
What do you mean? Who didn't stand in poo this morning?
None of the rest of us.
Dude, I have 3 chickens, 2 cats, and a baby. I'm gonna step in shit, at some point.
I like that you said who didn't, as if everyone's got the same lifestyle and possibility and chance.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't step in poo every day? That would be absurd, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome out.
Okay.
I told you, every time I stop, I always say that they have weird conversations before I pull up the thing. I always say I don't know what to expect. All right, well, welcome out to episode 55. Has anyone got anything they want to shout?
Shout out to my cats.
Okay.
They make really smelly
Shout out
food.
to my cats.
All right, yeah, there's that person.
Shout out to all the cats in the world who are just doing their best.
Oh,
Sometimes
my cat.
they miss the tray, but
My cat's no longer peeing blood. Hey!
I didn't know your cat was peeing blood, so that's good.
Yeah, she was. It could have. Well, it might still be, but it could have been something where you literally have to pay for X-rays for the rest of her life and have her on a strict diet. But it's looking like it's not that, so that's
great.
Yay!
Yeah.
GG's to Pup, well done.
Yeah, Pup.
Yeah, Pup. Well done.
Yeah, Pup.
Shout out to Pup.
She's
There we go.
literally
That's
right
a shout
next
out
to me.
done now, Joe.
Yeah, that counts. All right, well,
Pup.
who would like to read the recap?
I can do
Right,
it.
last week.
Go for it,
I'll
Dodger.
do it.
Yeah, that works for me.
Last we left off, Cassell, the vampire that Fia had been hunting her whole life, revealed himself to be her father. Whilst Fia discussed her past with the vampire, I was downstairs and discovered a doctor working on some patients. He didn't seem like it looked dicey, okay? There was a monstrous otherworldly creature in a cage, and unknowns to me, the doctor was working on curing the patient. It's neither here nor there, but I unleashed a creature into the room. I killed the doctor. It ascended upward, and meanwhile, Scold had just arrived back at the castle, now with an undead ghoulish giant friend. And after banishing and defeating the creature, the party, us, got to decide where we're going to go on our hunt for the Illithid. I mean, we learned about a book which can guide us through the swamp to Abatha, and we know that the Illithid and its wizard companion made their way to the old Necromancer tower to the northeast. So, we're figuring it out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. No, I love it. I love when you guys interpret it your own way. It's great. It's like little Fabia's like post thing where she kind of comes out to the fourth wall. So if the camera's going all crazy, by the way, just reset.
Bet you're wondering how I got here.
So, whilst Bree just sorts out her cameras, you're going to see us bouncing around the place. It's just how Discord works. You have found yourself waking up the next day in the town or in the village. It's a gloomy day, as always, in the Deadlands. It looks as if it's the middle of the night. And I'll tell you what, actually, what we'll do is we're going to do a quick intermission just so we can help Bree fix it, because it's all bouncing over the place and whatnot. Okay, which will be 2 minutes. Thanks for the patience, chat. Appreciate it. We're just trying to fix Bree's Discord issue. I think Discord's just having a few issues. This kind of stuff that usually happens. It's the RTC connecting thing that sometimes happens with Discord. It's all good. We'll be back in a mo, though. Just chill out. Listen to the creepy vampiric music of Pine Root. And we'll get back into things real shortly. Okay, I think things are all good. Are things all good again, yeah?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay,
I think so.
Wicked.
We'll find out.
Alright, let's bring you back up to the main. Okay. So, sorry about that. Alright. So, just to restart what I was saying. You've woken up the next day. It's a gloomy day, as always it is in the Deadlands. Always nighttime here. You believe, though, and I imagine those around the village would know this, that it is the morning. Some of you rested outside, some of you rested in the castle. But you've woken up the next day. Who rested in the castle again? It was Fia.
I did.
Basil did after taking a bath with her mom.
Mhm.
Oh shit, that's
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
So those who slept outside, where did you sleep? Scold, Fabia, right? And
Well, Scold and Saphira went hunting afterwards and found fuck all. So Saphira will just follow Scold's lead wherever he wants to sleep, because she probably wouldn't want to sleep in the castle because that would probably murder her.
There must be somewhere there's giant chills. You can't go inside.
oh, the giant doesn't rest. He
He's a vampire,
constantly
right?
patrols.
That's
Yeah.
really sad.
He doesn't
really
need sleep.
weird.
Give him a break.
He's undead. He don't need to.
Facts. Alright, we'll go back to the castle then. Like YOLO. We couldn't find food, so we'll take theirs.
Okay, fine.
That's fair enough.
Then yeah, I guess we'll follow out. Saphira, I'll be like, Loki. Thinking she's gonna die.
Okay. You each gonna get your own room if you wish of it.
I think Bree's having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Bree's
Oh,
having the
it's
same
kicked off
issue.
Oh,
again.
you guys were supposed to bring it up. You're supposed to pretend like she knows.
Oh,
She
okay.
can't
What
see
if
or hear
somebody
us,
asks
but we can
for
see her.
something and then she can't?
You guys are terrible at this.
That's right. We'll see if it
She was
fades.
doing
Not
good.
mean.
She nodded at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just pretend she knows what's going on.
Yeah. Don't make her do anything. As it's slept in.
Basil, we cut
Yeah,
to you in.
Basil's asleep.
Um,
Basil's in the bath.
Yeah, I don't know. Fabio would probably kind of like wander around the city and eventually just snooze wherever.
Okay. Yeah, you could probably
Yeah,
find yourself a
Saphira
tree.
will go to knock on Timmy's room then, and see if she can stay in with him.
Okay.
I think I would agree. I mean, where am I? There's plenty of places in this, right? Like these
Yeah,
rooms?
there's loads of rooms
Yeah.
ready for you guys. And they're large enough beds. It's kind of designed to be a very comfortable
I'm
castle.
small.
And you're small.
Fia would have probably stayed up for a while with her mother after
Mhm.
her mom was done taking a bath
Mhm.
with Basil. Would have stayed
Slightly
up with her
strange.
mom and kind of told her just legit every single fight they've been in, like every cool thing that they've done. And then she probably, Bree just said she heard that.
She's
she
watching the stream.
probably also would have like let Cassell like be there if he wanted to. Do you know what I mean? Like she would have been like, "Hey, what's up, Dad? Now we're best friends." But she definitely would have sat up with her mom and then all of that.
Okay. Yeah. Your mother sits up with you deep into the night, kind of discussing it. You can see she's just incredibly interested in every single of the exploit, asking all the details. And you can see she takes a big notice. She always asks you, "So what did you find? What did you get? Gold? Jewels?"
I would have taken some of the coins that I took from Advent and given them to her.
Huh.
So
These are old and these are rare.
yeah,
Not bad.
good, right?
It's not bad.
Not bad. Nobody else has these.
Well, it's pretty good.
All right. you think you could sell them for a lot? Are you gonna keep them? What are you gonna do?
Sure treasure.
No, these ones are for you. Do you think you can buy a whole ship with them?
Don't know. But for now, I think I'll just keep them as a reminder. Get some sleep.
Oh, hey.
And you did good.
Wait.
What?
Hold on. Before I sleep. No. Wait, did Cassell say that the wizard and the Illithid came before her or while she was there?
While she was there. Around the same time as she arrived.
Okay, never mind then. Okay.
Pockets the coins. Slips off into her own quarters. Okay. So, it is the next morning. Some food is laid and distributed for you. Downstairs, you can see the kind of dining hall is set up for you. They have edible food here. It's not the best. They make do for the most part. And is Bree fixed it?
I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I saw her face light
I
up.
can hear you guys. I don't know how long it's gonna last.
That's okay,
but
it's okay,
It seems
that's
like
okay.
Discord's being crazy.
Yeah, it must be an
So-
area thing.
It's cool. I just asked
Yeah.
my mom what you looked like in the bathtub. So, Basil, huh?
Well, what'd she say?
Dude, my mom thinks you're really hot.
If this story ends with Basil becoming Fear's new stepfather,
I would love it. Welcome to the family.
Oh god. I am not calling you dad. Just so we're clear on that. I'm not gonna call you dad.
Whatever you say, daughter. That's
Will
not
you call him
okay.
daddy?
Oh no,
Daddy
no.
Basil.
It's the next
no.
morning, and there's food
hate
being
all
laid
of
out.
this.
It's
I
like
do not like it.
a mushroom soup, and you'd also find some carvings of meat. There's not much meat here, as they're rearing their own kind of cattle. But it's edible. It's a vegetarian option and a meat option, of course, and it'll go down fine. All laid out downstairs for you. When you get down there, Desra's already at the table. And she just opens up a morning bottle of wine, pours it into a glass, finishing off the bottle, pushes it to the side. And it just kind of,
Love that.
between scoops of the soup, just sipping from the wine.
Sorry, is this dinner or breakfast?
This is a breakfast.
Breakfast this morning.
She's
there's
like
not much
one of those
difference
wine
here.
moms.
She's a wine mom, dude.
Yeah, she's a wine mom.
Yep.
So we're all heading to the breakfast, is that right?
Mhm.
If you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, Basil refuses to make eye contact. Eye contact with her.
Yep.
He's so flustered, he doesn't know words anymore. No, he just sits at the table, does not make eye contact at all.
She takes note of it and kind of laughs to herself.
Thea just
Turns
sort of
red.
looks at Basil like,
It's okay.
did Cassell come down as well?
No.
Okay. I guess Fia will ask her mom. What is he? Does he like sleep late? Was it?
Oh,
Is it like a vampire thing?
he goes hunting in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Well, hey.
Hmm?
You know the people that were after who took the book that we actually need with a map that we actually need?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you know where this necromancer's tower is? That they went to? because we could like catch them there and just like kill them there, right?
Oh.
That'd be great.
Oi, paste! Paste! And you see him kind of scuttling.
Yes, of course. Yes. Hello.
Hey, Paste. Good morning.
Do you call it paste? Wait, is his name Paste or Paste?
Paste.
Oh.
like glue?
Yeah. Yeah, like glue.
I thought he was Paste as well. Okay.
No, he's paste. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why that's like perfect. Oh no. Okay.
Do you... It's so creepy. Do you know where
That's my face.
the,
That's my face. That's just me doing a face. I appreciate that. That's
I'm
very
sorry.
The water just went up my nose. Stop.
It's fine. Paste is fine.
God damn it.
Paste. Do you know where the Necromancer's tower is that they were headed to? Like, if we can catch them there, that would be great. And we could just kill them right there. Is it far?
Why would Pace know about?
Looks around.
Paste.
And he closes the doors.
Oh my
Of
God.
course, I know where it is.
I will
those-
never get used to that. Basil just says alarmed.
Apologies.
How do you do that? Is that like a spell, or you just like?
Oh no, it's just crafting of the body, really.
Performance art.
Thank you. Yes, I studied for a couple of years.
How much meat is there at breakfast?
Not much. They only kind of give a little sliver and strips of it.
God will take all of it.
Vera will take some from Scold and give him an angry face.
Are they just wrestling over it in the background during this conversation?
As soon as I see
kids
grabbing for all of it, I'm gonna try to reach for any scraps I can. I don't want him to take it all.
We are a
You guys want to do a
civilized
challenge
group.
roll
We'll look
against
at
each other?
Timothy and shake his head like, no.
Do you want to challenge that, Tim?
I would still try to reach. I'm hungry.
Timothy, sleight of hand check versus
Holy
What are you trying to do
shit.
to stop him, Scold?
Scald literally like puts his hand on the side of the plate and just looks at him like, have something else.
do this, dude.
Have anything else.
Something else.
Timmy looks at the empty table.
What am I rolling?
I'll take it you're trying to like stop his hand. Just rather it's sleight of hand yourself or just straight dexterity. You're trying to put yourself in front quickly.
Did Scold stop Saphira from taking, or try to stop Saphira from taking any?
He lets you take some, but he, like, in Scold's mind, Sphera and Scold eat the meat.
Okay. I love that. Okay.
He's got an
And he's
animal
already
chain
given some to
hierarchy.
you. He's not.
Order.
Scold's already given some to Saphira. He's not parting ways with more meat. Like, Timothy can have eggs, dude. Like,
I'm gonna go for the mushroom soup.
With the 18,
Aw.
Timothy's hand would dart in and you just stop,
Man.
block it.
slap it away.
I mean,
Pace-
I'm not mad as long as I'm allowed the meat too.
Yep, you get Scold's leftovers. Paste looks across. Well, of course, it's by the lake. If you travelled northward and you stuck to the road, which has, well, you'll find rather lit or unlit lanterns all across the road. It's the old trade route.
Lit or unlit.
I'm so sorry, Joe.
Well, you know,
Up.
it depends on where the Wicker people are. However,
What?
oh, the Wicker folk. They travel the roads and light the candles.
A
Or light the
wicker?
lanterns.
Oak?
Yes, Wickers.
Like
Are you
furniture?
saying wicked or wicker?
Wicker.
Wicker.
Wicca.
Yes, candle folk.
Wicker.
Oh.
Their roads.
Are they-
Are they?
Nice? Do we have to like be careful of them? Are they gonna attack us
If
we
you
see
mean, are they
them?
aggressive?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Well, that's good.
they won't attack. I mean, if you attack them, perhaps they would fight you. I'm not sure of their martial prowess, but they are, for the most part, pacifists, I believe. But their road, the main trade route heading north, you will be able to follow that up. And I believe the sixth turn on the eastern part of the road. That is where you'd be able to lead on down to the Necromancer's Tower. You might see it in the distance, though, several stories high. Archmage Malinos was known for his luxuries.
That sounds really nice, I guess. Like, how long would it take us to get there?
Oh, but I don't know what speed you walk at, but what do you want? As the crow flies, as the horse rides,
as I walk?
As you walk, could you walk up and down a little bit, sir?
Demonstrate. Get some runway music going.
Stand on the now empty table and strut.
Oh my god.
Do you mind not doing that on the table, please?
Do I not?
Well, as your friend here walks, I would say 4 hours, perhaps? 5?
Oh.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
that's okay.
Oh, yes.
Great.
We are relatively close.
Okay, thanks, Pace. That's super helpful.
Of course.
I have one question for you, actually, if that's okay, if you don't mind.
That's quite all right, yes.
Did your parents name you Paste? I have a weird name too. My name is Basil. My parents named me that. They're farmers.
Like the plant.
Oh, it's a
Like the
lovely
plant.
name.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Paste is unique.
Well, Paste is a persona that I've taken on.
Oh my, you are a method actor.
Why do you do this? Who are you hiding yourself from?
Hiding? No,
why do you put
I'm
on
a
a facade?
spy. For Cassette. He hired me, and I gather information for him. On
What
everybody.
about the town?
Well, the
village?
comings and goings of the Deadlands and whatnot.
Oh.
Most things and people leave Paste alone, so therefore
I guess
I'm
that makes
Paste.
sense.
And for the sake of
Makes
my own
sense.
identity, I should not tell you my real name. But I will say, it does start with a P.
Pete.
It's not Pete.
Penis.
Please do not
Paul.
guess. That's rather rude, but it's not that. But it could be. I won't say.
Pazzle.
I
Wouldn't that be crazy? That'd be so.
probably prefer
I mean,
Paste. If you don't mind, people will be expecting me, so.
Goodbye, everyone.
And he slips out and he kind of hunchbacks, opens up the door, and steps out.
He's like, oh, I hear someone. I gotta go. I gotta call. I gotta.
Sorry, out of care. Above board, didn't I see him eat a body?
He just does that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just his like quirky
Is he
little
a-
thing he does.
Is he a vampire or no?
He's super method.
Roll,
He's so method, yeah.
Nobody's around.
roll a perception check with sight
Okay.
from seeing it.
All right. 27.
Oh, holy shit! Does this man
Paste
eat
is-
flesh?
Paste is a human. He is he's very dedicated to the role and the efficiency of it. And yes, you did see him eat flesh.
Can we roll a second roll to determine if you are winging this by the seat of your pants,
I mean, you,
or if you planned for him to eat a man and then
Was
be a
he
man?
saying anything?
did I plan
Is
for
he-
him to eat a man? No. Did he eat a man? Yes.
I planned
Did I know he was a human? Yes.
when he like like walks out of the room, if there's like a second of silence, Fabio's gonna go, I saw him try to eat a guy and just keep eating her food.
Like a live person?
like just bite a person like in the
I think
arm.
they were dead. Yeah, because he dragged the body downstairs afterwards. He definitely doesn't have fangs though. Anyway, food for thought.
Huh.
I'm not hungry anymore.
Drink
What's the
wine.
meat we're eating?
The meat that you wanted to eat, you mean? That is this
Meat
kind
and
of
I'm eating and
Oh.
Skull's
Now I'm not
eating.
hungry after hearing Fabio say that.
they're like
catch a glance
camelback
over those
creatures
two.
almost. These kind of furry camel-like creatures, native to the Underdark.
Would we
You've
know?
seen them.
Would we be able to tell that
Meat-
this is
meat.
that, or would we not know?
Well, we know they have some because we saw them in the village, right? Like when we
You
came
saw them in the
in.
village, but hey, it's a red slit meat. It's
red meat.
I shoot a glance over to those two
yeah.
after Fabia says that. Then
How's that people tasting, guys?
Yeah.
Saphira looks
like
briefly
shrugs
at
and is like,
Scold and then
How do you even?
Whoa.
I mean, that's fair.
Can you eat anything if you cook it?
I wouldn't eat a bear out of respect because I know you now.
I'm not a bear. I'd eat a bear too.
you the
Isn't that like adjacent though? Like Krigvin adjacent? Like, isn't that kind of getting weird?
What?
Well, like, never mind.
Saphira's still looking at Scold waiting for a response as to whether he would eat a tiefling or not.
Do you not eat frogs because they're adjacent?
You think I'm part frog? Wait, I look nothing like a frog, Scold.
Oh, it's green.
Oh my god, is that how ignorant I sound? Okay, I need to rethink
I'm
some
glad
things.
you realize.
Yeah, thank you for the lesson,
It just
Dad.
goes back to eating.
I mean, I guess if we just let's just agree, like, we don't need each other, then we should be fine, right? Like, it's just.
I don't think you'd taste good.
I would not eat any of you because I would get a tummy ache.
Yeah.
And also because you're very precious to me. And thank you. You said before I followed up with the save, so thank you for that.
Real friends, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about a day trip to a Necromancer's Tower on a way to the lake?
Yes.
Let's
go.
do it.
So, I think, like, what if they're still... Okay, this is my thought. They have the book and they have the map, right? We know about the sisters' names, but we don't know shit about how to find them or what we need to do to convince them to, like, have them tell her that we're cool. But what if Yuroth and the wizard, oh, we don't know his name yet, right? Right. What if Yuroth and the wizard are, like, real fucking stupid, and so they have the book and the map and they're still stuck at the Necromancer's Tower, and we just fucking kill them, take the book and the map? That would be great, right? I feel like that's the best case scenario.
Yeah, that would be very clean.
That would be really clean. It's definitely not going to have, like, that would, like, be great.
We can aim for it.
Okay.
Optimism is good.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Also, it's, like, north and towards the lake, right? So we just keep an eye out for boats, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Basil.
Oh?
Can you,
It's like a dog.
Can you, like, make a boat?
Can I make a boat?
Boats are pretty big.
Joe? Like a...
It's like one plane.
Like a sailboat, I guess, maybe, that could fit all of us. Or like a rowboat that could fit all of us.
A big sailboat.
You're level 9, right?
Big vents are pretty big.
Yeah, I'm level 9.
Isn't there literally a spell that summons a boat?
There
Well,
is.
I could create object too.
You could technically create a large size one, but that's only going to fit 4 of you on.
Oh shoot, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good though, just in general to know that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can create one big enough. He glances at Scold. But it was I like where your head's at. I just don't think I'm strong enough to do that yet.
Okay.
All right. If you guys want to need a real boat, apparently the guys that made D&D decided the Rune Knights don't get heavier when they become giants. So the size to weight ratio would make them completely buoyant and could be used as a flotation device.
We just piggyback right on you.
Then
I could be a boat for 2 straight minutes.
Can you just carry us in your
I'm just going to
arms?
say, I will let you decide now if you want to be denser when you get bigger or not.
I would like to be denser because it's the dumbest decision I've ever seen anyone.
Because if you decided otherwise, I'm making you fucking float up a point. You jump up and you fall off a cliff, you'll go flying. In the wrong wind.
The wrong wind.
Just food for thought,
Tornado
you know,
just gets, like,
when you're writing skills, you know, how about when someone becomes 20 foot tall, they weigh appropriately.
Hey, way more. Yeah, that would make sense.
There we
That
go.
would make sense. Okay, well, the Scold boat is out now, I
There's
guess,
a whole,
but that's okay.
There's a whole build, not to go off on tangent, there's a whole build about being a halfling rune knight because you become massive and buoyant. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, because you only weigh like 50 pounds, but you become 20 foot tall.
Oh my
so
god.
then you
You're
can
essentially a
essentially
raft.
you're like a giant raft,
Yeah.
and people can just ride on you. There's
That
like
is
a whole
amazing.
Reddit thread about someone breaking down like
Yeah,
the height to
so
weight
good.
ratio.
It's good stuff.
That's amazing.
Could we just go
Anyway.
find one of the bandit boats? Well, there was
Yeah, we
supposed to
can-
be a lot right by the water.
We could keep an eye out.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
Go look.
Let's go to a tower. Kill some shitlords.
All right.
Yeah.
And steal a book.
So is this
Uh,
is this
sorry, go
goodbye?
ahead. Are you gonna just like stay here?
At least a few more days. I'm still healing technically.
Yeah, you look definitely like you're still pretty hurt.
Oh,
You
Gotta
should
be sure.
probably take a few more baths with like people you don't really know that well, and like stand out on the balcony.
I think I left something upstairs. He's gonna run out of the room.
That was suspicious.
You can't. Like,
She just smiles. Oh, I like him.
please don't hit on my
A
friend.
bath with him?
We did.
Oh my god.
My
Why?
god. Why?
What do you mean? Why?
Tia just shakes her head.
And then you get out here.
Invasive.
It's a big bath.
Basil is listening from outside the door.
All I'm
Did you
saying
pee in
is,
it?
Wait, hang on. Did she say it's a big bath or a big bod? Because I need
bath.
to. Okay. All right. Because I thought you said bod, and I was like, this took a turn.
He's a big bard.
I am a big bird.
His instrument is.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you don't need to bring him with you.
No, he's coming with us.
Oh my god.
I mean, we don't need him, but
We need.
Did he just say what I think he said?
He's very important to the success of our group, and he's coming with us.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see you sometime again. And if that happens, please just ask him before you get in the bath with him again.
Yeah, she's right. She's right.
he's a kind soul. Maybe he will send you some earrings or something.
Hopefully.
Should I do that?
Tell him to write.
I'll let him know. He should definitely write you here, Pennytown. Just Desra at
I
World
might
at
get
Large.
bored of him by Pennytown, so here.
It's
Okay.
a bit rude.
Okay, great.
All right. Well, she looks at you, Fear. If it is goodbye, stay safe. Don't get yourself killed.
I didn't get. Okay, I'll be safe. Can you please be safe as well?
Oh, me?
I mean, like safe-ish.
I can't promise that. I'm about to
Okay,
go and
well, I
start a
look
little
forward
fight.
to hearing your exploits on the wind.
Oh,
I'm
you hear
sure they
that?
will be very impressive. You know, just like yesterday, I am glad that you found me. I am glad that you're my mom.
For the first time, and you don't need to roll an insight for this because you know her well. You see, kind of, she's taken back by the words, and she kind of gets caught up in her throat. Make it back to Pennytown, and we'll find you a ship of your own.
30 cannons.
30 cannons.
Just seems unnecessary.
Maybe
He never saw my ship. 60.
Why?
why
Well,
not?
because it means you can fire 30 cannons from both sides and destroy most ships. You ain't been much sea battle, have you?
Yes.
Usually. You have? Against what?
Kraken.
Wasn't a
Dragon.
Kraken, was it?
Oh, the Hydra.
We don't need cannons.
It was a Hydra. Yeah, it was a Hydra, not a Kraken.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
Which means technically he's not lying.
She's looking at you. Yeah, it's true. Roll a persuasion check then.
Giant ants.
Oh yeah, the ants.
Oh yeah, the ants didn't last very long.
Idiot humans.
Well, if you came up against 60 cannons, we wouldn't be having this discussion.
I could defeat 60 cannons. He goes back to Ian.
He's gonna like Homer and just like stand there and let them all shoot him.
Like he waited up for like a good 10 seconds.
Wow. Good luck out there. And I hope you catch whatever you're searching for. It's nice meeting you all. Keep my daughter safe.
Right.
Will do.
She looks across at you, Timothy. Oh. I just happened to break him. She looks across at you, Timothy.
Trying again. Oh no. No.
If you want to stick around, you can as well.
Mom!
I'm just gonna go now.
What?
I'm gonna grab one of the bottles of wine though.
Please don't.
I won't run away.
She wouldn't.
Wow.
It's true.
She got a big grin comes across her face. I like to have a bath in the morning and the evening. So before you leave, if you don't mind. She takes her wine and she walks out.
Nice. Cracks knuckles.
Damn.
She's gonna make eye contact with Thea after her mom walks out and be like, "Is that weird? Should I not do that?"
You know, it probably won't surprise you to know that that's not really the first time something like that has happened. So,
Because she's so hot.
She's a very attractive lady. She's a very attractive lady. If you would like to take a bath with my mother, it's fine. It's okay.
All right. She walks out.
Is she gonna go up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down with it just being like and we all just
Yep.
know that happened.
Yep. Yep. There is a however long passes.
Basil on the way out.
An hour passes.
How long does Favia take? We need to know for science.
It's enough time to have a short rest. And so you guys rest up, have your little short rest afterwards, get your food. Meanwhile, downstairs, Cassell returns home and enters into the hall, just as you're kind of getting your things together. You see him take out a napkin, dab his mouth, fold it into a pocket. So, you're leaving.
Yeah, we're gonna
Go to
try to catch
Necromancer's
them.
tower and then try and find a boat. I know. I was listening.
Yeah. What? Well, then why'd you say it like so? You're like.
No, it was declarative.
Oh. It sort of more seemed like a conversation. Okay. Yeah, we're leaving. Okay, bye. I don't.
Well, if you need anything, you know where to find us.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Well, I'll just... Do you not remember anything about... Desert's still upstairs, right? Like, this is during this, or
Sure,
is
yeah.
she downstairs? Okay, all right. You like, really don't remember anything about my mom? Like, what if I wanted to try to find her family? Or, like...
I can tell you everything about her personality. What kind of woman
Okay,
she
go.
was. But I can't tell you anything of her past. She didn't tell me.
You don't even know where she was from? Like, I don't even know where to look.
I asked once and she made it clear that she didn't want to talk about it. So I never asked again.
How'd you know she had, like, looks around. Like, dragon, how did you know that?
She had scales.
What?
She had...
Oh my god, your mum was a scaly.
Not entirely.
Feels like...
Across portions of her arm, her back.
Like, what color were they?
Red.
Okay. Did they hurt?
I don't know what you're asking.
I don't know. Did it hurt her? Was it gross?
No, it was a part of her.
Okay.
She had an affinity for fire.
Okay.
But she was wonderful. She was strong. Didn't ever take no for an answer. She would always fight to get the best deal. And she cared very much about what others thought of her. And always strived to be the best she could be. Mostly so she could show off. But she was kind. It was her idea, actually, to start healing people. She wanted to learn medicine, but never kind of get a grasp of it. We said we'd try and form something to house the sick at some point. It was a distant dream we never saw recognized.
Is that kind of why you did all
Kind
this?
of why? No, it's precisely why. You may not believe these words, but there is not a single day that goes by that I do not think about your mother. Not a single day goes by that I don't think about the day that Saren died. You lost both parents that night, not just one. And I regret it with every fiber of my being. But you live.
Like, I still think it's really shitty that you came all the way to Pennytown and then just left me there. That fucking sucks. And I do hope that you feel pretty bad about that, because it was pretty shit. But, because I'm glad that you're not still shitty. And, like, that you're doing something good, and I don't know, it's good.
Good luck out there.
Yeah, good luck here.
If you need it, there's always a home for you in this castle. And some of your friends.
I know that the invitation doesn't extend to me.
If I came back here, could I? She like waves her hand. Could I like the gargoyles? Like, can I do that? Like, would you teach me how to like?
You wish to control the castle with me?
I mean, not like the whole thing, but like a gargoyle coming out of a column would be pretty cool if I could just.
I think that could be arranged.
Like just one.
Doesn't work like that.
Oh.
But yes,
Okay,
with time and practice.
Okay. Please don't please take care of my mother. Don't let her keep taking baths with everyone.
Have you back yet?
Sure, I mean, she can come back at this point. Sure.
Just walks in. Hey,
Yeah, Fabio just walks in like everything is totally normal and plops down. What are we talking about?
Leaving, I believe.
Yeah. But like, if I come back, I'm gonna learn how to do the gargoyles and the, like,
Oh, tight.
That would be cool. Can you imagine, like, somebody's walking by and you just have one, like, stick a foot out and trip them?
That is not the appropriate use of the castle. It is.
I mean,
Never done that.
Absolutely not.
Like, it never even crossed your mind.
Why would I do that?
he's gonna do it now. He's got to see what that's like.
I'm not
What
going
about-
to do that.
What about next time Pace walks by?
Pace is one of my dearest friends.
I know, but it would be really funny.
Can you please make him do
If
it?
he's really good friends with you, he would see the comedy in that as well.
Pace is in character at most times. I do not wish to disturb that.
Okay, just
do
think,
it in
just
front of
think
other
about it.
people while Paste is there, so it keeps up the facade. You know.
Is
Yeah.
Basil still at the? Did
Roll a
I walk
persuasion
by
check.
Basil?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Leaving
Fabio
and
walked past. And Basil is so dense and oblivious that he was like, "Oh, hi, Fabio."
Oh no! Hey, bud, you still at the door? You should whisper quieter.
Wait, you can get. Oh.
So,
You know, just say. Anyway, sorry.
Hey, who needs to roll that persuasion check?
Whoever you guys want, they can have advantage with if you help.
I have plus 13.
Oh, please do it.
Go for it.
Please, plus 13.
wait, does that mean that Basil just saw like Deseret and then Fabio leave?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
And
my
go upstairs?
passive perception is 11.
Well, I would say,
You were
Bree,
picking lint off
it'd
your
be
shirt.
it'd be technically insight. Go ahead and just do an insight
Yeah,
roll.
be more of a wisdom thing.
Yeah,
I got a 27 on the persuasion.
27. Okay.
2 27s.
She lost her connection again. Went to her passive perception. Yeah. Fuck.
He doesn't listen to you for a moment, Fia, with your 27, but he looks over to you, Skull. Yes?
What was the name of the vampire that bit you?
Took me years to find it, but Elmer.
God will deadpan look at everyone else and say, "We should kill her."
Yeah, for sure.
That's how we avenge your mother. Her fault.
What would happen to
That's a
you if we
bargain.
killed him?
Nothing. It doesn't work that way. It's just I've never thought to go after them. They are powerful.
All right, then.
More powerful than I am.
Down by Fairfax?
Yes, in Fairfax's court somewhere or another, but that is very dangerous. I don't know if I can advise you to do that, but you are your free purpose, your free person.
We'll just, how about this? We're gonna go to the tower. We're gonna take care of that shit, and then we'll think about it.
All right. Just off to the side. Pace starts coming down the stairs. And you see him crash, and he's dragging along a carpet which has all different kind of like ornaments in it. He's going to go and distribute into the town.
Oh no.
And you see Kisao just go. And a gargoyle leg just comes out. He trips over it, flies across the ground, and the ornaments fly everywhere. He's like, "Ah!" And he like struggles to his feet. And Kisao just goes.
Are you, oh my gosh, are you okay?
This guy's like, I don't know what happened.
He is gonna be trying not to laugh and go help him pick up the
So I think that's been
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
you see him take out this kind of just like bone claw hand and just goes and then puts it back into his pocket and begins dragging it out again.
Okay.
And goes past out of the doors, dragged it down the stairs. Kisao goes, oh. That felt mean.
It was a little funny though, right? Like,
I want to see if he'll break character if I do it again.
oh no! Now he truly is a monster. He's come so far. And this is
Do it again. Just chipping away at his empathy.
Okay, we should go, but like, definitely, like with great power comes great responsibility. Don't overdo it.
It would be inappropriate to use my castle like that.
Yeah, just every now and then.
But it was impressive that he kept in character.
It's pretty good. He's really good.
You should have a gargoyle steal somebody's hat next. And see how long it takes them to notice.
That's a good one.
Anyways, we should go.
You seem kind of pondering it. Oh, well.
Now we're just making lists of like shit for him to like prank people with the castle. We just like call him at night. Like,
Look,
hey man, did you try
vampires are notoriously bored.
We're gonna come back and his whole castle's a fun house.
Yeah.
We don't go in the castle anymore. All he does is prank us. I've had 11 wedgies this week.
Okay. All right, that's it. We've done enough damage here.
Stay safe, all of you.
Okay.
And thank you for hunting me.
I mean, again, it's pretty shitty that you left me, but things worked out okay, so.
If you're heading to that tower, be careful. Magic still emanates from that area. Now, if you'll excuse me. Bows his head, moves them past, and walks up the stairs, going upstairs into the tower, leaving you all in the hallway. Or in the open kind of atrium.
No, Bree.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
wonder
that.
on the
I'm so
face.
sad.
Yeah. That's so weird that's happening like that constantly. Very strange. We can try changing the server again, but I don't know if it's going to do it.
I don't see Basil.
Oh yeah, Basil's literally right outside the door.
Doing
like standing
what?
up.
Listening. Basil!
It's not coming in.
Ah. Also very good at keeping in character.
How was your? I don't want to know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, your
it's not
mom?
That's a terrible
I
question
don't
to
know.
ask.
Felt like I should,
Why would you ask that?
it felt like I should sort of like acknowledge
How was your
it.
time
and it
with
would
my
be
mother?
less weird. And then as I started to say it, it just made it more weird. I think.
Sure, that's fair.
Yeah.
Do you want to know?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't know.
I would like to know.
You want to know? Very selfish lover. I've had better.
Makes sense, really.
Hot though.
Yeah.
Sorry, I probably should have told you to cover your ears. You know, in the end,
Yeah, no.
now we all know.
It's not a surprise. Yeah, let's just go to the tower. I think a 4-hour walk is going to be good for me right now.
Okay. Are you guys leaving Pine Root?
As we walk out of the castle, though, I'm going to like stick my head back in the door and be like, bye, Mom, bye, Dad. And then like walk out.
Cute.
I'll call you later.
You hear your mother call down, just saying like, be careful out there.
Oh my God, okay.
So, slipping out of Pine Root, you begin heading out of the village. You see people setting up, and this would be the day of the festival. So you'd be seeing everyone kind of collecting the animal blood and sharing it out. The vampire spawn kind of coming up onto the stage, and they're kind of talking through how it's going to go down and whatnot.
Wait, so if OG had chosen this life, like she would have been in this ceremony.
Oh shit.
Sort of, yeah. It would have been
Oh.
an interesting legacy item. So, On your way out as well, Pine Root. The giant ghoul looks down at you. Skull. Are you leaving?
Oh,
I don't think Skull heard.
Oh no, I didn't.
The giant ghoul is now. Is it happening to Shane as well now? Like a slow.
Shane started to stutter.
No.
It's fallen. I'm still strong though. Go with me. What did he say?
I'm ready. Put me
Are
in,
you
coach.
leaving?
Yeah.
Do you want this back? And he points to the fiery maul.
Oh.
No, it's a gift. Remind you at home.
One day I'll return the favor. I vow it.
He nods.
Goodbye, Clickven, giant friend.
Farewell, giant.
I hope you find your giant.
As do I.
He turns. And if you don't, you can always be my Clickven.
Scott nods.
Okay. He nods back
Weird
and
request, Rafa.
walks away.
As he walks away, Scott turns to the group and goes, "That's not how it works."
Was nice though.
How sweet, though, right?
Yeah, sure.
Would you want to serve somebody? I
No.
mean, he offered that to you like it is a good thing. I don't want to serve anybody.
It's not really serving.
What do you do as a Krigven? What do you do for the giant?
Giants are sought after by many, hunted. Just look after them. Much like I've been looking after you lot.
Shut the fuck up.
Maybe you're my new giant.
Cast in large.
Mira puts her hands on her axe and she gives him a look.
Scald tilts his head down a bit and then goes, "Maybe not," implying that you're not tall enough.
Okay, now she just lets go her axe and punches him in the chest, like a friendly punch, but still a firm one.
He laughs and just starts walking.
On your
Giants look after Krigven too, you know. It's like a camaraderie.
Which one is the baby?
It was more like a partnership, right? It sounds like
a marriage?
No. Giants are immortal. Okay? And Krigven age. So, many Krigven, form a bond with one giant.
It's like a pet.
And they assist each other. And they look after their homeland.
What happens when the Krigven dies and the giant is still living? He gets another Krigven?
His son will take his place.
So you have to serve the same one that your family.
You have to have a son to look after your giant for when you find him.
Or daughter. It doesn't matter.
Good. What if you don't have a son or a daughter? What if you have no children?
Then you teach those who do. Teach theirs. We're tribes. Everyone helps each other.
Which Saphira, remember having seen any Krigven or giants when she lived in Fearhelm?
they're not an incredibly common people, and they mostly, you won't really find them around most towns or civilizations. And Fjordhelm itself is a pretty insular place. They're very nomadic people.
Saphira didn't live in the towns or anything either, right? So.
True, but you didn't live in the mountains either. So you might have seen a couple when you're passing through near the city and whatnot, or traveling ones in the distance you might have seen as they wander in their tribes. But a lot of people kind of stay out of their way. They know their affiliation with giants, and they know that you don't want to get on the bad side of a a tribe of Krigven.
Okay.
Skull will elaborate a little bit to Saphira's one. Say, when there was no magic, it didn't affect the giants, and so they could bestow gifts on the Krigven. So we were fine.
Remember, I saw some Krigven sometimes too. Not very many, but everybody said to keep out of the way of the bears. The bear people.
Not super social.
But you're not so bad.
How my feelings a bit?
Do you want to be bad?
Yes.
In that case, you're terrible. I hate hanging around with you.
Good.
Really scary.
Good.
And you're a fat bear, and you stink.
Yeah, you really smell bad.
Yeah, pretty high!
I don't know how long it's gonna last. It's been doing
That's
this the
okay.
entire
Don't worry
time.
about it.
so-
Quick, do as much as you can. Get as much RP in.
Yeah, get all of the
Fabia,
RP.
I know you fucked her mom. Okay.
Does Basil know we left the castle?
You should know right now. Well,
He's outside of another door now.
Oh god.
Poor Bree.
I know.
I don't
Discord
smell that
hates
bad.
me. I'll sniff him. What does he smell like?
Snip check.
Smells like.
That's up to you, Sam.
Yeah, what do you want
What
to
do you,
smell?
what do you
What
smell
do you
like?
want to smell like?
Smell like fucking wet fur, like a wet dog, but a bear.
No, because polar bears they have
that's true,
waterproof,
they
don't
do.
they? Waterproof fur.
Hydrophobic.
Yeah.
Also, I smell better than all of you, so I would know who smells, and it's Timmy. Okay, but let's not get into it. There's no need.
It's true. Timmy does smell. I sleep with Timmy last night. Very smelly.
You slept with Timmy?
Obviously, not slimy.
Everyone's sleeping with everyone.
No.
Timmy, because your father was going to kill me, probably.
Yeah, we
You guys,
should-
the bath was really nice. I mean, besides your whole like mom coming on to me thing, the baths
Sorry.
there were so nice. No, it's not your fault. Don't say sorry. You guys should have taken baths though. Basically,
I
is
mean,
what
I
I'm trying to
saw
say.
her mom follow in after you, so I decided not to take a bath here. I'm gonna do it later, which is why I stink.
Am I smelly?
I'm gonna lean on Timmy's shoulder and suddenly cast Prestidigitate on his like clothes. To, like,
Nice.
clean them.
Can that like make you not like? Does that just like? Can you just clean your clothes with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sophia's
really
gonna
nice.
lean into like a Basil and Fia, and she's like, "Am I smelly?"
Do you?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
probably. Yeah, if she's stinky.
I'll just
She's
we can just
stinky ass
prestidigitate the entire crew.
Yeah,
I
just
can't say that word.
rotate all of us. We
Yeah.
would be the cleanest we've ever been.
Fabia, you smell
love that.
weird, like a woman in a bath.
That tracks.
Like Jasmine and
You
Yeah.
smell like Fia's
I agree.
mom.
Not like me at all.
as Basil prestidigitates to get smell out, Fia just prestidigitates little sparks and little mini fireworks to make it look cooler.
Yes.
Okay, now we're clean. Let's get to this fucking Necromancer's tower.
Okay.
Guys,
But
it's
RP
really
is the
dark.
most
Which
fun,
way's
you guys.
north?
Smell like a woman in a bar.
You
I
smell
love
weird.
it!
You smell weird. Pause.
Fancy
Like a
that.
woman in a
I
bar.
was trying to say she smells like sex, but I didn't want to outright say it. Okay.
You can say she smells like
Sex.
sex.
Okay. Fabio, you smell like sex.
Thank you. Winks.
Oh,
Oh God.
Oh my god, you said the sex word. I'm nervous.
S-E-
Are you-
Fabio,
Are
you
you
smell
glad
like
that we redid this scene?
Yeah, thank you. So much better. Rewrite history. There was no "you smell like a weird woman in a bath" ever. It did not
Smell
happen.
weird. Like a woman in a bar.
The weirdest smell of all.
Fucking great.
Fuck.
Anyway, where are we going,
yeah, we
team?
should get going.
Northward to
Okay.
the tower and the wicker people, maybe.
Okay. You slip out of Pine Root, seeing the ghouls and the undead behind, and head out onto the northern road.
Before I left Pine Root, I would have stopped by that dude's house where I got the portrait and just been like, hey man, thanks for everything's cool. Don't stress out.
Oh, good.
It's fine. Like, don't freak out. It's okay. Also, thank you.
Wasn't freaking out, but
Okay.
that
Now
makes me
he's
a little
freaking out.
nervous. Yes.
No, I
but-
just meant like I talked to Kisa. It's fine.
Right. Okay. Oh, good.
That's
yes.
what I meant. Sorry.
No,
Like,
I understand.
yeah.
Just understand. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for the. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I just didn't want him to freak out.
No,
Like that his
that's fair, I
daughter might be
understand.
like, some girl named Violet was at her house and like you should kill her or whatever. That like they would get in trouble.
Yeah, that makes sense. You head out of Pine Root then, and head across this kind of dirt track that leads out of it. You'd find the Northern Road adjacent to it. It's a wider path. It's strangely not overgrown, although not necessarily strangely, because you know that not much vegetation grows here properly. It's a pretty downtrodden path full of various potholes, but wider. You can see it once would have carried carriages and held people traveling the trade routes back north and south across what was formerly not the Deadlands, heading toward the capital. You make your way onto that road. The road itself is lined with various fencing at points, wooden fencing. A lot of it's rotten away, but every probably, I'd say about 100 yards or so, you'd see a lantern. The ones here, just ahead of you, are lit and glowing with this kind of a perfect kind of reddish orange glow that kind of simmers around the area. But all of the ones ahead of you are lit currently and bringing the road so you can kind of head northward and see where you're going, despite the fact not in black and white. Give you guys an idea, when you're walking around at night, you are just seeing mostly in black and white with dark vision, so you get some coloration now. So, you set out on the northern road, heading across the trade routes. Timothy. Let me think how to put this. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. My Arcana's not good.
I believe in you. I cast bless
Only?
on you. Guidance, whatever.
I mean, I don't think it'll help. I rolled an 8.
Oh no.
I'm wise. I'm not smart.
Okay.
Don't sell yourself short, man.
You, no, you don't notice anything. Sorry. Okay, so you carry on heading north. For a little while longer. Yep.
Fia would, the entire time, keep an eye out for those people-faced ravens and crows.
Good call.
Just to see if she's
Forgot about them.
Roll a perception check.
Okay, I was hoping that my passive would do it because it's better than.
Well, you can kind of
Oh, it's a
passively
19,
see.
which is actually better.
There you go.
So, I
Yeah,
have
there you go.
advantage.
This is more because you're specifically looking out for something. Passive
Okay.
would be mostly if something's trying to sneak by you, because you're actively looking for it. You would notice that though before you were seeing them pretty often, you haven't seen one in a while. And across the
Okay.
entirety of the next hour or two along the road, you don't see any.
Okay.
After about an hour and a half, you see in the distant road north of you, no lanterns are lit in the distance, but a much brighter congregation of people. Almost as if everyone's holding up a torch, are about a quarter mile ahead of you on the road. Just a glowing kind of red and orange, kind of almost just like a great bonfire that's just slowly moving ahead. What kind of pace are you guys going at? Are you going to try and catch up, or do you want to slow things down, go a bit more stealthy?
I mean, I guess if we think they're the Wicker,
Yeah, I don't think we'd be worried
People-
because we would presume they were the Wicker.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
If they're carrying the same kind of light that like the lanterns are and shit, we probably just keep going.
Okay.
I'd probably, because we're still in like undead zone, yeah. I'd probably keep an ear out for what I am now very attuned to, like the various undead noises that we've heard.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have heard them. Go ahead and roll a perception check with your hearing, so advantage.
21.
When you first left the town, you'd have heard some of them, especially around the walls. They keep walking over to the gargoyle walls where they get kind of crushed. And occasionally along the road, you would have had to stop a few times to let the undead kind of pass. But they don't ever cross the road. They'd get closer to it, see the light, and kind of back and turn away. You guys have been strangely... You'd have heard some undead in the distance, east and west of you as you're traveling north. But none ever really came close. And as you get closer to the bonfire, you don't seem to hear any at all.
The lanterns, so it just looked like some weird red glow. Like it's like a weird magic glow. It's not like...
It's fiery, but it's almost like a perfect flame. There's no kind of... There's not too much shimmering. It's mostly just kind of burning very still. It almost looks like those fake fires you might get in the kind of a bachelor pad, you know. It's very kind of specifically just a perfect flame that simmers out.
All right.
Okay. So you're going to approach the fire?
Sure.
Okay. Within like 20 minutes or so, you're all catching up on it. You'd see on the road a series of candle people. They are tall. Some of them are short and stubbier. Some of them are much taller and thin. You'd see that they have numerous colored candles there. You've got yellow candles, red, blue, cyan, black ones, white ones. All various sizes with a flame on top of their head burning. Their eyes are embedded into the wax and mouths kind of carved out. No noses, no other real features like ears. And they're slowly going along. And as you catch up, you see one go up, take the lantern top off, put it to his head, and the light appears in it and pops it back on top. And they walk at quite a slow pace. One of the shorter ones turns around. There are people on the road behind us. Greetings.
Hello.
They look to you. They all kind of stop and turn. In total, you can see 9 of them. There are two tall ones who are about 8 foot. They're just a little bit taller than Scold. And the shortest ones, a few in the middle, just varying heights. The shortest one, who seems to be walking with a stick as well, is only probably about 1.5 foot tall. Their legs are kind of made of wax themselves, and they form almost kind of stubs for feet. One of the shorter ones, but not the shortest, kind of looks across at you. What brings you along the road?
We're just headed north. We're looking for some people. What brings you out on the road?
Oh, Waxels always wander the road, keeping the ever-burning flame.
Oh. So you light all the lanterns?
Yes. We wander the trade route for its many miles, lighting, keeping the flame burning.
It's that's a really unique fire.
It is our life fire. Would you care to walk with us?
Do the lights keep the road safe?
The undead do not approach our fire.
Yeah, we noticed that.
It keeps them away.
What pace were they going at? Would we
Pretty
know?
slow.
Were they slow?
Yeah, you guys caught up to them pretty quickly. One of the taller ones looks across. You are real people. Living real people.
Yeah.
Like not vamps? Is this code?
I don't know what vamps is.
Oh.
You see what the short one say? Apologies for Wix Red. They are newborn, is what you would call it. They have not seen people before.
Oh.
Well, we haven't ever seen any of you before, so...
There are not many Waxels left. It is not surprising to us. You see the kind of tall ones just kind of eyeing you all up. Eyes a little wider.
Do you want to ask us stuff? You can ask us stuff if you want.
Yes. Do you eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
Some more than others. She points to Scald.
We do not eat. Do you die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope not.
No.
Do you?
We super duper die, yeah.
Speak for yourself.
We do. Looks down to the shortest one. He is 1.5.
So they start tall and then they burn out.
They burn down like candles, dude.
Oh no, dude.
Does lighting these shorten your lives? Or is it just over time?
Oh.
How do you make more of you?
We build them from the melted wax. We collect it. You see him kind of pull out, or they pull out, kind of this waste thing, which is collecting all this wax. I'm just kind of dripping. As it kind of slides down, it goes and twists around the body and goes into this kind of almost like a bin on the side of its waist.
Oh.
We rebuild them.
So
When
you
they're
made-
remade, do they have the same self? If that makes sense? Or are they new?
You are made up of many people. Many of us, so new every time. We can't get the exact wax for wax build.
I mean, I guess that's fair. We're made of a lot of people over time.
Yeah.
They're walking and talking at the same time. It's a very slow pace.
Really slow, yeah.
Does anyone like... Does anyone like pay you or anything to like maintain these lanterns? Like, do you just do this
What is pay?
on your own? Well, like, does somebody give you something in exchange for lighting the lights?
Wait, what would they need?
It was part of our life cycle once. We once were given more wax to create more of us.
And I don't have any more new wax.
No, we collect as much as we can. There was a time where we did not need to collect our own wax.
Oh God, like they have to recycle now because they can't.
Yeah,
Where
I
did
wonder.
you get the new.
I wonder
wax
if they were originally like some kind of a golem or homunculus.
Yeah, like a construct.
Can I look at this wax and see
And they
if it's, like,
figured out how to like
magical?
keep themselves alive, but whatever made them isn't around
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can I
go-
see if it's like regular wax or just something
Yeah, go ahead
special?
and roll an Arcana check.
Oh god. It's always Arcana, isn't it? 19. Oh,
A 19. Hell yeah.
Yeah, being someone who constructs things pretty often as well, I'd say, yeah, you'd understand that this is kind of a... It's almost not innately magical on the kind of front of things. If you were to break a piece of the wax off, it's not necessarily entirely magical, but it's almost like it's almost like how a priest might create holy water. It's magical when it's a part of them.
interesting.
but
it's not necessarily any different from normal wax.
How does your anvil, like, can you make new stuff if you have a sample of stuff, or you can only recreate?
I mean, I
Like,
can't
the
really
law of
make something. I
conservation of
need to put
mass.
something in it.
Maybe
And then
like
make
they,
something with what I put in.
Mm.
What I'm thinking
Like,
is,
they
do any of
give
us
you a
have
little
any
bit-
wax on us? I want to see if I sort of touch the two, combine them, if it all becomes magic or if it's diluted. Because I don't
Oh.
have any wax candles on me.
I was gonna say, do I have candles? Let me look. I do. I have candles.
Hey.
Can Basil
Let me
make
see that
candles?
real quick. Oh, well, the things Basil makes doesn't last forever.
They don't
right?
last
Yeah,
forever.
the things Basil makes
Mm.
are also inherently magical, right? So
Yeah, let me see the
Yeah.
candles.
Bobby
real
will
quick.
give you. She has 5 candles. She'll give you all of them. Oh, Basil also has 5 candles and gives
Ooh.
them to Timmy. Says
Okay.
Bree.
Okay. Thank you, Brie.
I'm gonna take them. I'm actually going to put them in my forge together, so they sort of meld in a better way. Because
Okay.
they all do that.
They all just start
And then just
staring at you and
output
watching
it.
you at the same time.
I'm gonna ask them for just a little bit. Can I? I mean, just a small bit.
Yes. They look up to the youngest one, who's the tallest. Kind of breaks the little piece off,
Oh,
hands it down to you.
thank you.
He's like, no, my life expectancy.
I just want to put it in, see if what comes out is all the same or if it feels weaker.
When you put it in, you feel like it, like the moment it breaks off, it just feels like normal wax again.
Where did
Then I want to give it back to them and see what happens.
A small piece or everything?
Everything.
This is a generous gift. We should distribute it. They place it down. Is it melted already?
I mean, it breaks down to its raw component, so it doesn't necessarily heat up. I don't
Okay.
think,
Um,
unless I want it to.
they take pieces of it, and you can see they put it in the flame, and each of them kind of takes a chunk each, and it like melts and then hardens upward. They give the most to the shortest one, and they look down. Ah, they are 2 again. Thank you. You see that?
So you
that
can
juicy
just give
drop.
them normal wax.
Yeah,
Where
if we
did
can
you
find
use
some, that'd be
to
useful.
get wax? Like, why can't you get any more? Where did it used to come from?
From the people. There are not many people here anymore. Now we wander the roads. Still.
Oh, like before. they-
Homie, we should talk to your dad. You can totally make wax out of living
Is a wax
things.
a liquid,
They've got a big old
technically, if it's-
pile of bodies. I'm just saying.
Hey, pull out your magic jug.
Yeah, and then suddenly they become like, melted skin amalgamation candle people.
Well,
I wanna ask-
wax is
I wanna
wax,
ask-
right? Whether it's made of like animals we're cool with or undead
Yeah,
people,
that's true.
probably.
Which one of us has the magic jug? I want
I
to
do.
try getting
Yeah.
wax out of it.
Oh,
I
If it's
do,
liquid,
yeah.
like-
I assumed wax wouldn't
I
work.
don't know.
but
That's what's confusing.
If you said hot wax, maybe it would work.
Yeah.
maybe.
yeah, try hot wax.
I guess it doesn't. If it doesn't heat up things, it wouldn't work.
That's what's
Wax.
Because I guess in another sense you could say like a liquid mithril.
Yeah, that's the problem with this. Is that's what I'm thinking. I was like, they could just spawn anything at this point if they did that. I would say it doesn't work. Mostly because its main component is a solid, just
Mm.
melted down.
Have you all
Okay.
ever thought about making just one big one of you all that lasts the longest? Or even 2 so you could remake each other? Why so many?
It builds more conversation.
I guess that's
They're
you.
lonely.
Have you
For society.
have you been to Pine Root or to Steep Glen?
We do not leave the road. We merely pass by it. Steep Glen is not on our list. We put lanterns up near Pine Root. We pass by it.
Have you ever tried to talk to them? Because maybe they could give you wax.
And what if you just made one of you as sort of an envoy, the traveler trader?
If
we have not
they know about, I mean, they told us that we might meet you on the road, so they definitely know about you. And if you explained to them what you needed to help keep the road safe, maybe they just forgot. And if you told them, they could give you their wax.
And they want to keep the road safe, so they'd be happy to help.
We will get them on the next pass then. Perhaps we will stop there.
Make sure that... Okay, when you go, you need to talk to either Paste or Cassell and tell them that Fia sent you.
This is too many names to remember.
If I write it down on a piece of paper, can you just take it with you?
What is paper?
Takes out a piece of paper.
What do we do with it?
So, hold on a sec. Somebody's knocking at my door. Fia will explain what paper is.
Okay, that's fine. You go into your door. They take the paper. We can do this on our next pass around. We do not turn around. Very well.
That makes sense.
I hope it helps.
As an appreciation, the tallest one breaks off a piece of a candle and rolls it. And then they take out from a little kind of just belt, or like a wick, and they kind of attach to it, and then they set it on fire and hand it across to you, Timothy. It will keep the dead away from you until it burns out.
Well, thank you. How long will it last, do you think?
Perhaps 4 days, we would guess.
Thank you.
Thank you for rejuvenating us. They're just going to carry on walking. They don't say like goodbye because they're moving slower than you guys.
I'm going to shoot the leader a bardic inspiration as they walk away. Just to have with them.
They're going to light that next one real good.
Yeah, the next one they light just kind of brightens up.
Oh, awesome.
This will last a little longer. And so the Waxels continue on the road. Probably behind you all as they are walking at a small snail's pace. But you can walk alongside them if you like. Just probably add on a few hours to the journey north, but it's a safe journey.
Do you think it'd be nighttime if we decided to follow them? Like, do we know how much longer it'll take? Because I don't think we want to arrive there when it's too late. And we all wanted to get there quicker to try to intercept, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It probably wouldn't be nighttime. You guys are up pretty early, but it would be late afternoon, yeah. Early evening, so.
I'd say we would probably move ahead after them then.
Okay.
Because we do need to be speedy.
The Waxels see you wander on. Carrying on down the road. Interrupt me at any point. You spend the next couple hours moving. What kind of pace are you going at? You going at a pretty fast pace, or?
At this point, yeah, since we sort of got interrupted.
You see the candle doesn't, any wind or fog or cool air doesn't affect the candle. It stays with a permanent glowing end.
I want to do kind of a test with this. I want to like light something other than the candle, like one of my torches, see what happens to the flame.
Okay. You light your torch. Some of the wax melts away. And the flame gets smaller. It's now not going to last as long, but you have a secondary torch that is burning a flame.
Okay, so we can light something
So
else.
we can light other
find
things.
another candle. Like if we get more wax, we can make another. I'm thinking. Or even combine it with the current candle.
Interesting.
You can keep that flame alive as long as you can.
Interesting.
So, you head along the road. Over the next couple of hours, despite the fact that it's always night here, it seems darker than usual. There's an almost just colder fog to the air. Like a mist that swirls around. The lake somewhat closer as you head north. You've been counting the roads that come off of it, and there's not many. By the time you've counted 4, and you know there's only 2 more to go, the foggy mist gets a little thicker. In the distance, you start to hear strange sounds. Occasionally the whimpering of what at first sounds like a person. It sounds more guttural at times. Just crying before. There are sounds coming from the darkness as you wander the road heading north. Creatures. You count the 5th road, and then the 6th one. The 6th one, you know, leads over towards the lake and towards the Necromancer's tower. But the mist is thick and darker down this road. When you get here, journeying onto the road for a moment, you see in the distance. There's trees around you, some have been felled, others are dead and decaying. But you can barely see much ahead of you. Maybe 30 feet. Foggy weather blocking your path. But in the distance, beyond all of the fog and the smoke, there is the outline of a tower. And around it a bubble, emanating magic, glowing almost like lightning contained in a globe. You see it kind of sparking off the tower, but instead of like bolts of lightning, it's more like weaves of thread of magic striking the inside of this bubble, moving and swirling, creating a glow in the distance, like a snow globe, but everything outside of it is the foggy weather. You're making your way down the path towards it. What is your... Who's walking side by side? What's your order of movement?
I would go first.
I'll go last.
And sneak and try to make sure that we know if shit's coming or if we're getting close to the shit TM.
If it looks like we're getting close to the shit TM, Saphira tries to, walk ahead of, I guess, create a Saphira and Skald sandwich with everyone else in between.
I like it.
Okay. You head a little ahead. How much further ahead are you, Fabia? Or are you behind Saphira now?
Whatever the distance of message is.
20 feet, right? Isn't that what it is?
120 feet?
I don't know. Wait, let me look.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
22.
Okay. The rest of you, could you roll a stealth check with disadvantage? All of you, because there is a glowing flame.
That's true.
A disadvantage? Fuck, dude.
Yeah, disadvantage is rough. I was gonna.
I'm real
I
stealthy
can
today.
re-roll, but it seems pointless because everyone else is doing bad too. So.
You can see behind you, despite all the mist around you, Fabia, the glow of this flame is illuminating the others.
Plus my armor being noisy.
Yep, you're also
I get
hearing
super
the clink of it.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You would hear. For you, Fabio, it sounds like you heard in the basement. This time it's just various places all around you, coming from the woods. As you're making your way down the road, you hear them getting closer, but they're behind you. You hear, for a moment, Fabi, as you're walking across the road and you're moving quite slow, using the mist as cover, you'd hear something walk by you, go, kind of goes past. And you hear as things are starting to close in on your allies.
Oh. Uh-oh.
What do you want to do?
Oh, I thought that you were gonna tell me I heard one other thing. No, the second that it's like apparent to me that they're like getting swarmed, I would message back to them like incoming, basically. Like potentially from all sides.
Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can make this map a little bigger, because the rest of you would be moving through this mist, going across the not very apparent road, but you know the Necromancer's towers in the distance, and you can see the trees around you, mostly deadened leaves, but almost attached to it still, like the tree is just kind of locked in place. Pine trees. And all of a sudden, when you're walking along, the mist dissipates, and you see 4 horrific creatures about to make their ways towards you. One has these 4 spiked arms. Another is dragging this long arm across the ground. They're humanoid in kind of their disposition, but most of them very similar to the creature you saw below. All just wrong. Something of the shadow. I'm going to need everyone, as I bring you here.
You roll
Initiative.
Go ahead and put yourselves on the center of the map around here. Fabi, you can be much further up the road.
Gotta put ourselves in the same order we were walking, I'm guessing.
Yes, please. And let me
Not
find...
20 initiative. I won't be here to play it. They'll probably boot me again.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this.
No, it's all right.
Still make your moves. You could still see when it's your turn, at least.
Yeah, true.
Let's do this one.
Whoops. Apparently put my...
How is it decided when we both roll 16 initiative? How is it decided who goes first?
Whoever's got the highest
higher
dex.
dex.
Okay, I still gotta roll, sorry.
Wait, is Timmy more dexterous than Saphira? What the fuck?
Probably not.
What's your dex modifier?
I got 10 dexterity.
Yeah. The fuck?
2 secs. I'm just gonna see. This would be a bit better, actually.
Why are you ahead of me in the turn order then?
Because he hasn't sorted it
13.
yet.
Why do
I was like, wait, what?
always roll such pants initiative?
Okay. Let me get some creatures onto the board.
Great. Love to see him. Real excited.
Oh.
Sound lovely.
I gotta zoom into these.
Excellent. Tap
Ew.
that roll 20.
Okay. I can make it bigger, but I think my token maker makes them go lower thing, but there's one.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Oh,
fuck is that?
There's another one here.
Yucky. Jesus!
Oh.
Yeah.
He's ugly as fuck.
I don't think these things are undead. They look like mutants.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
look
they do
scared
look
of the
like
flame.
mutants.
And then finally,
yeah.
The big boy.
Oh.
which is a good question. I need to check their sizes. Well,
Yeah, are they all
let me,
about... I was gonna ask.
let me just double check. I think they're all medium. Okay. One moment, I'll get the initiative order done.
This fight is my counter. No multiple targets and no undead. I can't outsmart this.
Yeah.
And finally... Is that all four of them? I think so. sorting out the initiative order, and oh shit, they all go straight after each other. All right. Well, up first then is Basil. If Basil's here,
I'm
you
here.
just see as these four creatures are starting to come through as the mist dissipates all around you.
Okay. Basil will move. Let's see. As to try not to be in the middle of everything. And sure, why not? I'll polymorph into a giant ape.
Okay.
Yes.
I believe now I figured out how I can just make you control. I'll stick your token
Awesome.
elsewhere. Pop you up here. And if I find the giant ape, one moment. Tiny ape.
Giant ape.
Giant ape. I think if I go to
Nice.
the cogwheel, I can make controlled by Basil save settings. I don't have its rolls, but you should be able to move
That's
the
fine.
token.
I have a notepad where I saved the rolls.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Smart.
I can move it. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. You transform into the mist dissipate behind you, Saphira. You hear this. Oh no, she's gone.
Right away.
Fucking hell.
Basil's gone. Only monkey can't talk.
Yeah.
I think I know what she's gonna want, but we'll see.
Quick, tell us which one you want to fight.
Fabio, you're up next, by the way. So you wait your turn.
Yeah.
And then Saphira, Timothy. Okay.
Mhm.
We'll see what she says.
She wouldn't be able to attack this turn anyway. She can move though.
Yeah.
She already moved, didn't she?
Yeah,
No,
so
she
that
just
turned out-
appeared.
No, but she moved as Basil, right?
She moved. Yeah, she was
yeah.
She was
next
here.
to
Oh,
Fia.
yeah, right there,
No,
right
no, no,
there.
no, no. Basil's only up there because I don't want to lose the initiative. That's not actually.
No,
what
but
it is.
she moved as Basil up.
Yeah,
up
she
there.
was
Oh,
next
did
to
she?
Fia,
Sorry, I
and then
didn't see
moved
that.
up.
That's my
yeah,
bad.
and then transformed. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then.
That's
Cool.
it.
Fabio.
Fight.
Okay. Fabia is going to summon Shadow.
Okay.
Beep. Oh shoot. How far can she? I'm so sorry. I always forget to check this. 40. Not as far as I need you to go, my dude. Okay, that's fine.
Short.
Then Shadow's gonna move here.
Okay.
And for this first turn, Fabia's gonna use steady aim and shoot.
Cool.
Oops. Oh yeah, I get advantage because of steady aim. 27.
Isn't steady aim if you technically didn't move your last turn?
No, it's as long as you don't move this
This
turn.
turn. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Sorry.
sure.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. That's all good. Yeah. Then yeah, that hits.
Great.
You aim for this one, yeah.
No curse, no sneak attack.
Well, you get advantage. So
11.
you do have sneak.
Beep.
Okay.
It's red, but it's a 17.
I think that means because it rolled a 1 in there. So 28 points of damage. Nice. As an
So
arrow
the
just
necrotic
strikes
goes
into
through.
it. Yes.
The necrotic also does damage. Tight.
You'd see it just kind of hits straight in the back, and it takes the pain, and then its body almost goes like a mouth appears and goes and eats the arrow into itself and seals up the wound, but
Fabia
it
goes.
bleeds. Anything else?
That's my turn. I can't move or anything. So
Okay. Saphira.
Yeah, Saphira is kind of still not used to seeing Basil suddenly materialize into a giant gorilla. And she's like kind of shook. She like looks behind her shoulders suddenly, and there's a fucking gorilla there. And instead, sort of back traces to go to this guy here.
Okay.
And she will sort of charge straight in, screaming as she goes, starts raging, and does her thing. Yeah, I won't reckless for now. Just making sure I got all my things ticked. Okay. There we go. Does 13 hit?
A 13 doesn't hit. You swing in,
Fucking
and it
wish I
brings
did
up one of its
practice.
hooks and blocks off your axe and pushes it away.
Okay, then she tries again.
Okay, go for it.
22, that hits though, right?
That hits. Yep.
Cool. Okie dokie. There we go. We'll do 10 slashing damage and 12 points of rage, radiant, and fire.
Nice. Okay, yeah, you just hack straight and you pull your axe back. You see the kind of the wound that opens up. You just see reddens and starts throbbing from where you hacked into it. And it starts throbbing fast, and you see the eyes that go. It's just pure rage comes over its face. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
Cool. No, that's my turn.
Okay. Timothy.
Sing Saphira, take the left flank. I'm gonna stand right here in front of Fia and bring up a Spirit Guardians
Okay.
for 15-foot radius.
Nice. Okay. So you see all
Anything in
these-
here is half speed and has to make a wisdom save.
Okay. These dwarven
Anything
spirits
else,
are going to
or-
appear around you. No, any creature of your choice, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
That is my action, so that's it.
All right. On the Angry's turn. It is going to attack with advantage against you, Saphira.
Yeah. Wait, no. It doesn't have advantage on me.
Yes, it does.
Why?
Because it has a feature. That's a nat 20.
Oh, great. Fucking hit me with it. Do I know why? Will I get to know why? It's...
Oh no, his face.
It's just time to go reckless. All the
you
time.
take
It is.
you take 33 points of piercing, reduced down to 16. But you also take do this twice now. 29
You said that was...
29 points of psychic damage.
Okay, so that was 29 plus 16, did you say?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love 45 points of damage.
As you just see its hook
Jesus
comes
Christ.
into you, and as it just slams into you, just see it screaming with anger. The hook digs
What's your
right
total
into your
health?
shoulder,
112.
and
Say again, Joe?
the hook digs into your shoulder, slashes down you, and you just feel the kind of screams go into your head, and you can just hear it screaming anger.
Does it have like some kind of is it feeding off my rage right now? Is that why it has advantage on me?
I don't know, dude.
This motherfucker just donked
The
me
next
for
strike
like,
is a
like
20
a third of my HP.
25 to hit on the next one.
Yeah, that hits. Can't wait to die in one
I'll say
turn.
there's tactics to these guys. 12 points of piercing reduced down to 6. As you just see another
Yeah.
one of its hooks comes up and cuts you again.
Cool.
What was the total damage you took? I want to mark it down.
So far I've got 61 HP out of 112.
Yikes.
It was a lot of my health that I just took. It's almost like half.
Uh,
Is there any psychic damage on top of that, Joe?
no, not in the second one.
Cool.
Okay.
Saphira's gonna voice that so everyone knows that this one's spicy.
This one's going to wander into your field. Would you have to roll again for it?
A wisdom save, and he starts moving at half speed.
Okay.
I'm in
It's a
danger.
5, so he fails.
Nice. Let me make my
So that'd be,
rolls.
he was there, so 5, 10. Okay. So this would cost him.
Ugh, only 7 damage. I got 2 1s.
So hold on, let me just work out his moon. So he went 5, and then 10 as he entered, and then 20, 30. So how much damage did you take, sorry?
It's only 7.
7 points of damage.
Radiant damage.
Okay. You just see it kind of pushing through, using all its movement to try and get to you. You see its mouth just opens all the way down. Its jaw unhinging. These teeth kind of glistening in the kind of the light of the candle in your hand. It is going to. It is going to do a screaming feast. Can I get a wisdom save from anyone within 30 feet? So that includes Saphira, and it includes Basil as well.
Sorry, which what was it? Wisdom?
21. Wisdom, yeah.
Wisdom save, please. So Scold, Basil.
Nope.
Just get everybody. But
Oh God.
I'm dead, guys. I'm in danger. Not one, by the way, guys.
Danger.
I'm in danger.
Okay.
Oh my God, these rolls.
Did I fail or succeed? Because I might want to re-roll it.
You failed.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll it.
Okay.
So if this is fear, it's gonna be really bad. 18.
Okay.
18. That's a pass. So, so the only people who've succeeded are Scold and Timothy. You guys only take 7 points of psychic damage. Basil, Saphira, Fia, you all take 14 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And you're considered as it breathes in all of your voices. You hear your words. You're silenced for the next minute.
You said that was
my
16.
Fuck.
Yeah,
It's so
14,
good that Basil
14.
turned into a monkey
yeah,
before.
I'm monkey right now.
Yeah, you're now silenced for the next minute.
Oh my god.
And
That's
it
this one?
gains-
The one next to it. Okay.
Does Bree need to do a con save
Yes, please.
to stay in her form?
And so, Spirit Guardian's con.
I mean, it should be my concentration.
Oh, did you roll a con save already? Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
my 21.
16. Yeah, you make it. You make it. You're still in your ape form. That's that creature's turn though.
Wisdom save.
Okay. That's a 12.
Failed. You
Okay.
are charmed.
That creature is charmed. Okay.
Little
That creature is
hearts
charmed.
appear above its head.
I'll put a little heart.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. A little heart. Where is it?
Unless the creature save succeeds, the creature is charmed for 1 minute. While charmed this way, the creature has a speed of 0, is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy stupor. The creature repeats the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Okay. Yeah, that means you guys can still hit it and it doesn't break it. Okay. Yeah, that creature remains silent and charmed. It has still swallowed your voices, but it's not going to get its attacks. Okay, the next one up is the Lost. This one is going to make its way over
Not
towards
lost. We see him.
5, 10. It's going to enter your thing. So if you want to roll
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Bro, I love being bottom of the tunnel so I don't get to like howg or anything before everyone
hate,
gets to hit me.
That's
I don't
a 2.
understand why I always am at like 5 and 6. It's pissing me off.
11 damage.
Okay, 11 points of damage as it enters into the radius. Uses the rest of its movement speed, moves up to Scold. And it is going to... It's going to use all of its arm spikes, and it's going to come in to try and embrace you, Scold. It's going to dig them into you.
Hug.
Is this a grapple?
It's not an attack to hit. It's 21 to hit.
Attack.
So it hits.
Reroll it.
Didn't you... Is that... Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll reroll. That's a 7. So it misses.
Yes.
You see it kind of comes in, and your runes kind of glare for a moment, and it was about to get you, and it kind of pulls back a moment, and then tries to go in again and misses this time, clamping against each other. That's what it can do.
That reroll is so good.
I mean, you would notice that Scott has been like muttering giant, like when he looked at the first one and the second one that's just missed him.
Mm-hmm. And then the final one, the Lonely.
Where's the... Oh, there he is.
It is going to come in towards 5. Enters into your field. So, wisdom save. That's a nat 20. So it takes half the nat damage, right? But it doesn't get slowed. So it goes 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to roll a d3.
21, 10 damage. That's still good.
Let's see who it attacks. All right. It's going to go for Skull.
Nice.
It is going for a harpoon arm attack against you. It's a 23 to hit.
Hits.
You see its arm goes out, strikes straight into you. You take 25 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
And you're considered grappled.
Oh, to grapple me is for me to grapple you. They're one and the same.
Yeah, it's
Grapple off.
Yeah, okay, so it just digs it in there, and you just feel its kind of long arm inside of you, and it's going to just keep it there. Okay. Fear.
Okay. Question.
Mm-hmm.
This guy here is charmed,
Yes.
which means he is not going to attack us until he gets charm broken, which will be what? By taking damage? Or like, will the spirit guardian?
He doesn't. No. So,
Taking damage doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
he
just gets a
he
wisdom
has to
saving
roll
each
on
time.
his turn to wake up.
Okay. Cool. That's great. Then the next thing I would like to know is, let's say hypothetically that I would like to subtly, because I'm silenced, cast a spell.
Yep.
In a circle. Can I hit this dude and this dude without hitting my friends?
No.
My friends.
I don't think so.
It doesn't seem like it, right? Like,
No, you'd probably hit Timothy at least.
I probably would hit Timothy. Okay, so then I will not fireball them because I do not want to set my friend Tim on fire. So instead, I will. Let's see. Okay, so that one silenced us. We don't know what these guys do other than they're real fucking gross, right? This one has Scold grappled, and this one what?
Missed.
It tried
standing there.
It tried to eat my. It like face hugging me, but missed.
Oh, that's real gross. Real gross, and I don't love that. Okay, so since I'm not gonna fireball, I think I will Misty Step over here, I guess, subtly, so I can actually do it. 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll come over here, I guess. And then I would like to twin firebolt, I guess.
Okay.
These two. Sorry.
The lost and
Okay,
the,
so
and the lonely.
yeah. The left is first, and then the right. So left
Hits.
and right. 15 and a
Nat 20. Nice. Yeah, they both hit. Of course.
Okay, so that is a let's say a 15. We'll add the 5 to the one on the
Okay.
left.
A 15 and a 24.
24.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Okay, 15 and 24.
Yes.
All right.
And that's all I can do.
Yeah, you just see the two firebolts push through the spirits, twirling, and just slam into both of them. Pieces of their skin just kind of
Wait,
burning.
do you not
and
need to
fleshing off.
speak to cast spells? That's sick.
She can cast
She
subtle
has
spell.
subtle.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I can't do that.
Oh, you can't do both.
Can't do twin and subtle
Yeah.
on the. Sorry, that was a faux pas.
How many
tell you
times
what.
can you do subtle?
As many as I want. I mean, like every.
Every time.
Yeah. So. I guess. So I would still be silenced anyway, so I guess I could just hit one of them.
I'll give
Sorry.
you your nat 20, so you don't rule out the nat 20,
Okay.
and I'll take out the
The other guy.
yeah, I'll take the 15 off him, and I'll plus a 5 on the other guy.
Sorry.
No, it's
I
all good.
got too excited.
So in your silence, you just launch out a firebolt.
What a great DM.
Hit the one. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Thanks. That is definitely the end of my turn.
Skull.
Unless I can exploit it some other way.
Scald, upon being stabbed, will say, "My turn," and I'm gonna stone rune first, so I'll howl, and then I guess I'll just. I guess we'll test it. I don't want to ask you. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna hit this guy with my mole.
Go for it.
Boom. 20.
A 20 hits.
Okay. 10 10 damage. And can I, if I choose to knock him away, will that release the grapple? Is my question.
With this guy, no.
Okay, good to know. In that case, with that knowledge, I will then also hit this guy once.
Okay.
And knock him here.
Okay.
Well, I'll attempt to anyway. 23.
23 hits.
12 on that guy.
12 on that guy.
Smack him out of my face.
He does get knocked back. You see him kind of stumble back. All 4 of the arms kind of keeping him stabilized.
And
Or 5
then...
arms.
Alright, so if I wanted this guy off of me, I'd have to, what, contest the grapple?
Technically, it's an escape. So you can do, as an action, you can do just a DC. Basically, you roll athletics and you have to beat a 14.
Okay, what if I just want to grapple him instead?
You can grapple him instead, if you want.
Okay.
You're both grappling each other.
Yeah.
It's just a hug.
I mean, he's got me grappled, which means I get 2 hands to hit him with a maul. So I'm actually just gonna
You're not stuck in there with him.
He's stuck in here with me, bro. I'm gonna action surge and hit him 2 more times.
Okay.
17.
The hits.
And a 13.
A 13 doesn't hit. A 17
Okay.
crushes into the other one. He moves to the side. This one's kind of weeping slightly.
Oh.
Okay,
I don't like
so
that.
13 points of damage.
That sounds bad.
Nice. Yeah, you just crush into it. Anything else?
That's my turn.
All right. Top of the round's Basil. Do we know what Basil wants to do?
I'm going to do this really quick because I have connection.
Yeah. Go for it.
I'm going to roll a d20 plus 9, whichever one is the most hurt.
Okay.
Looking visually.
That's the one.
Saphira.
The one next to
Sorry,
Saphira
get him
is
space.
not the most hurt, but the one that's
Yeah,
most
no,
hurt is
that
the one that
one's-
Sam's been beating on.
Should I do the one next to Saphira? Are we concerned about that one?
It hits Sophia
It hits
really
hard.
fucking hard.
It hits like
hit me
50.
for a lot.
Okay,
And it's
I'll
added by
attack.
Spirit Guardians, so.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
try
I'm
to
gonna
attack the one
doink it
by
this turn.
Saphira.
Gonna doink it.
Oh,
Fuck.
nat 20.
And then 20, go ahead and
Nice.
double the dice up. As you throw
Okay.
this boulder at this guy, you just pick up like the closest boulder. Just launch it that way.
So I'm rolling 14d6 plus 6, or
is it 7d6
is it-
usually?
It's 7d6.
Yeah, then 14d6.
Oh my god.
Plus whatever the
Plus, yeah.
modifier is.
Plus 6. It stays the same, right?
Yes,
Yeah, you
The
don't
last,
double
the
the
second number.
just
Okay.
double the dice.
All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
62 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
You would just see as this huge boulder just comes off to the side, Saphira, and just slams against this creature. And like crumbles against it. The creature so kind of shakes. I'm gonna do a. Do you know what? Fuck it. For the fun of it, I'm gonna do a strength saving throw on that creature to see if it stays up there.
Yeah!
Love that. Love that.
Monkey.
I'm thinking out all
I rolled
RP
I rolled a
now while
21.
here.
I rolled a 21, so it manages to keep on its
Okay.
feet, but it's like its anger's momentarily distilled by just confusion from the amount of just pain. Its body's like caved in slightly. Its anger, it's just
Awesome.
anger flares up, and it's even angrier than before.
Oh. Okay. And that's end of my turn. I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay,
Big monkey turret.
Fabia.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shadow is going to. I'll double check again, but yeah. So Shadow's gonna creep up, like underneath this tree, and do his whole shebang. Do some strength drain. A 15
I always forget which one's which.
against the
The
charmed
hungry
one.
one. A 15 to hit doesn't hit.
Oh.
Okay,
Comes in.
and we don't have advantage because it's charmed or anything like that, right?
I don't think so. No, I think it's just incapacitated.
Okie dokie.
Well,
My shadow's just there then.
We double check.
Either way, I'm also gonna buzz up.
No, you don't have advantage.
Okay. I'm gonna. You know what? We don't have anybody ranged. I was gonna get in close, but I'll go here. And since I saw this dude just get pelted, I'll shoot him.
Okay, go for it.
Come on.
Nat
Oh
20.
Oh shit,
This
dude.
poor thing.
That hits.
Sphere's gonna be pissed. It's just dead.
Oh my god, that
Are
damage.
we
That's
actually
what,
be
Fuck
so
it
40,
up,
50,
queen.
58 points of damage.
Fuck yes, dude.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that thing is pretty hard. I mean, it's a tough creature, but...
What?
Let
It's
Saphira
still
get
alive.
a final
it's
hit.
alive. These are...
Please let me
These
get
are...
the final hit. My axe needs it. I don't know if this guy's got a soul, but I want to see.
These are creatures from an alternate plane. They are tough. But yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, excuse me.
Saphira, is your turn next.
Do your thing.
All right.
Nat 1
yeah.
on the attack.
No, fuck you. I'm
Let's
reckless
go.
attacking
Yeah,
because
you're
it has
free to
advantage on
reckless.
me anyway.
I'm
So
praying
I'm
for
recklessing. There's no way I'm gonna nat one
Double one.
twice. Fuck you.
These
Fuck
things
you.
can have
I'm reckless.
souls.
I'm recklessing. Okay, 27.
Hits.
I'm attacking. Yes, that's 18 plus 15. That's a big
20,
old
33
damage.
points of damage, okay.
Uh-huh.
You hack into it. You see it's kind of cut up and bludgeoned and broken. One of the heads is just kind of
I still
moaning
can't
crushed.
talk, right?
Oh my god.
No, you're silenced.
Yeah, I mean, at the point of like all the boulders and shit coming over, Saphira's gonna be like looking slightly pissed off as it gets crushed in front of her, and now she's just gonna try and decimate it. 24.
24 hits.
Come on.
Cool.
Kill it.
Oh, what? That's bullshit.
Ew.
9 points of total damage.
Still standing.
Don't. Oh, for
Oh my
fuck!
god.
Don't you any of you
just hack
fucking
into this
touch it,
creature
right?
again. You see blood just caving up on it. It's bleeding
Fine.
out. Mouths just forming from the wounds all around it. New little heads sprouting. It's going, but no eyes
right.
on them, just mouths. Okay,
Cool. That me.
Timothy.
Timmy thinks for a moment about finishing this thing off, but knows Saphira wants this, and I stole her last fight from her.
Sure.
So I'm gonna look at the one below me and inflict wounds on it, which
Okay.
is just a spell attack. Where is it?
Is it vocal?
No.
Oh,
I'm
you,
not
you
silenced.
saved. You saved.
Oh, pretend that's
You're
not advantage.
Okay,
misses,
50,
though.
the 15 though. Yes.
It's this one, by the way.
That misses. Yeah. You swing down, your hammer kind of emboldened by the magic, necrotic magic, and he just moves to the side slightly, dodging away from it.
Garbage roll.
Anything else?
Oh, that's it. Because that is an action.
Okay, on this creature's turn, it is going to
Make a wisdom save. Oh wait, no, not that one.
not that one. Yeah, the other one. So this one is going to do its hook attack twice with advantage. A 25 to hit Saphira.
Yeah, it hits.
You only take 6 points of piercing damage. I rolled really low, reduced down to 3. But then you
Cool.
also take 24 points of psychic damage as it cuts into you, and then the psychic, you hear the screams of the anger in your head.
Okay.
And then it's going to hook you again.
Cool.
And that's a 27 to hit.
It's.
You
Jesus.
take 22 points of piercing, reduced down to 11, as it just hacks into you again with both its hooks,
You are hurt.
roaring with anger.
I'm in danger.
I was waiting for this. The lower you are, the better I can heal you.
I'm nearly dead.
On this one's turn, it is going to make... I'll do a wisdom save first of all for the spirit guardians, and a wisdom save to see if it breaks the charm.
Yeah.
Okay. 16 for the spirit guardians. And a 7 for the charms. It's going to still remain charmed. Does 16 beat spirit
Thank God,
guardians,
dude.
Timothy?
I don't believe so. Let
What's
me
your
check.
spell save DC?
17.
Yeah, no. So you go ahead and roll the spirit guardians damage.
Nice.
It remains charmed, this creature.
Only 5
Thank
damage.
Fuck, bro.
That's unfortunate.
Another double 1 on this guy. He always gets double 1s.
Hey, at least he's still charmed. All right.
You charm, man. It's fine.
On the lost turn, it's going to do a wisdom save. That's a nat 20, but it's an
Still
18, so
half
it beats
damage.
it. So half damage.
Nat 20 is an 18. Oh.
Poor guy.
It's
Okay,
a
so
4.
4 points of damage. if it's not slowed, it's going to rush straight up towards you, Fia.
Okay.
And it's going to attempt to embrace you.
Yuck, no. I like my personal space.
It is still slowed. The wisdom save is only for the damage. It's always slowed.
It's always slowed. Okay.
Yeah. The slow part of the text is before the wisdom save.
Okay. I'm going to roll a D2 to decide what it does then. Okay, it's going to go for Saphira. It's going to come behind you, Saphira, and do an embrace attack.
Hmm.
A 13 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
You see just the arms come up behind you, and they clink shut. You just kind of move just to the side quick enough. All right.
Holy shit.
On the lonely
so
stone,
lucky.
it's going to do its wisdom save. It's a natural 1. Let's go ahead and roll the Spirit Guardian's damage. You can just keep the same damage going, but I think it's fun to re-roll every time, right?
I think it's better to do different.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, there you go. That's why. Because 22 points.
I think we should keep the same damage every time. I think we should use the latest roll.
Yeah. Actually, I changed my mind.
Just use them this time with it just kind of embedded into Skull. The spirit's just going to get angry, just start slamming into it for 22 radiant damage. Nice. Okay. Could I please get a wisdom save from both Timothy and Scold? And actually, I've got to do one for the other thing as well.
Bro, I ain't good at wisdom saves. Hello?
What do you want? That's the one thing I'm good at.
Hey! 7.
Okay. On this creature's turn, you just see as it kind of emanates its tears. You guys would take... let me just get the number. Scold, you take 10 points of psychic damage as its crying kind of gets into your mind. So does this creature as well.
Oh.
Yeah, that thing just kind of...
Oh, they're not
weeps a little bit.
compatible with each other. Interesting.
And then... it is going to do... because you're grappled by it. Can I get another wisdom save from you, please?
Yeah. I knew something bad was going to happen. Come on! 16.
Come on. Surely that.
16 makes it. It's going to attempt to grapple you to me with its other arm.
Oh.
What the hell, dude?
It's a natural 1. So it shoots out at you, but you see the arm extends right past you and goes 60 feet out before coming back into its arm.
Oh.
That's all it has.
It's got a punch hook.
Fear. It does, yeah. Essentially, yeah. Fear.
Okay, hi. 2 questions. One, how... I guess out of my friends, who's the most hurt? Saphira, right?
Saphira, for sure.
Yeah, by a landslide.
I got a big heal.
She gonna die.
If anything hits me, I'm dead. Like, it was lucky that I dodged that one just by the skin of my teeth, because I'm dead.
Then my next question is, the dude that silenced us, how hurt is he?
He hasn't been not really hurt at all.
He is not.
You've done 36 points of damage to him.
Who all... Sorry, one, I guess, third question. Who all was silenced? Me and who? Just me.
Everyone but me and Timmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Fabio wasn't there.
And
So
me.
Basil, Fear, and Saphira.
But it doesn't really matter for anyone else because Basil's
Right,
monkey.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So good.
I am going to I will upcast magic missile, I guess.
Okay. Who you aiming for?
How let's see, shall we?
You're on
Let's
deck,
just
Skull.
see. 1, 2,
What are you upcasting it to which level?
Hey man, I can answer a question at a time.
Oh, sorry.
I'm thinking. I see that Saphira is is in a rough spot, and so I'm gonna just unload magic missile on this dude.
Okay.
Because
Saphira's gonna be pissed.
Well, you know what? She can be pissed and alive, or she can be dead and not
He
pissed.
attacks before him.
So,
You're a kill stealer.
That's so yeah. So we're
You're gonna
magic
lose your
missile
character
that.
tonight, you know.
And we are going to.
She can't die. Shut up.
Remember, this is a team game.
So okay, so 3 darts. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So she is going to 1, 2.
So you're casting this at which
3.
level? 3.
4. No, all the way up. We're gonna unload.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
10,
4, 5.
12, 16, 21 points of damage, right?
Wait, no, there was more. Come
Okay.
on. 1, 2,
23
3,
points of
4,
damage.
5, 7. Yep. That would
You see pieces of it just flying off. Of course, yeah. There's a kind of like a haze of purple from the magic. And it dissipates, and this creature is still standing.
And then she is going to stay there.
Okay.
I think. Well, actually, she's not going to stay there. She's going to back up to about here.
Okay.
All right.
Skull.
That's it.
Scald will first roll to unskewer himself.
Okay.
Is this an athletics check?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a 28.
28 beats it. Yeah, easily. Just pull it out of yourself like a splinter.
Yeah, and then we'll Giant's Might after
Okay.
removing the stake to grow. Yeah. And then with his newfound size, he's gonna extend. Realizing that Sir's in trouble, he'll extend Siege Heart to its full length, and I'm gonna swing at this guy.
Okay.
Okay, as long as it's not my guy.
Actually, I've decided I'm gonna ranged attack. Okay.
It's 19 hits, yeah. 16 points of bludgeoning
Yep.
damage. He takes it, okay.
Plus 2 crushing, and then with the kind of like follow through of the swing, I will pull the creature towards me.
Slam into it, and you
the,
just hook around and yank it towards you.
Yeah. Into the AoE.
Yeah. Nice.
Does it need to roll Guardians when it first goes back inside?
I think
Let me see if it's on its turn or if it's any time it moves.
Does it say when it
Okay.
enters or when it Yeah.
When it enters the area, just not even on its turn when it enters.
I'll say for this, yeah. That I'm cool with that. The only other issue, I think, what it's intended is if they enter it first. Otherwise, you can just grapple something
I'm
and
gonna
move
spend
it
every
back to
time
full.
grappling and just
Yeah.
moving him one
Yeah.
left and then right.
I think
Spells that say
Like
enters
hokey
first time.
pokey.
But this doesn't.
Yeah, it'd be like working at a checkout in a
Yeah.
Walmart and just like swiping the guy like back into the Guardians.
Okay, so wisdom save, right?
It's forced movement, right? So it probably wouldn't count. I think that's how it works.
See, that's the confusing part because force movement also
Usually
doesn't do attack
force-
them off.
Yeah, usually force movement doesn't count. What I'll do, well, because it was cool, we'll do it for this one. But yeah, it probably wouldn't count. It's a nat 20 for an 18 again. He's living his best
God.
life. So
He's
take half
fine,
damage.
yeah. There you go. He's okay.
He was ready.
That's my
So
turn.
7 points
Thank
of
you,
damage
sir.
still, though.
7.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. Up top, Basil.
All right. Okay. Jar, you're gonna hate me, but I feel like
don't you fucking
Monkey's
dare!
It's monkey.
why
Monkey-
wouldn't he attack
has
that
two
if he saw
intelligence.
you dying?
Monkey wouldn't know. Monkey wouldn't know. He's just
Monkey
trying to help.
wouldn't
Do whatever you
know.
want to
Monkey's
do.
just trying to
He
help.
sees you dying. He's like, I gotta do it, dude.
Wouldn't
Monkey
know.
don't care about her dying.
Monkey's sad.
I'm behind
Monkey
the bush.
want to help.
Monkey want to help.
Taller than the bush, though.
Why you guys?
That's him.
Safe friend.
What a great friend, Monkey.
Thank you.
Yes.
Some appreciation. Thank you.
Monkey
All right.
BFF trophy.
17 to hit.
On the...
The one by Saphira.
Misses.
All right. There you go. You
There
get
you
what
go.
you want.
Beefy.
Goes beside. Okay.
All right.
Anything else?
End of turn. No, that's okay. I'll stay.
Fabia, if you come over here, right, I'm eating rabbit for dinner. I swear to God.
Everyone's just trying to help you.
Yeah, what the heck?
You got a minute. You can I need to reiterate this because I don't want to come on my back. You can die. You can die.
I know I can
You can die.
This is my fault for cucking her from the last fight. I did this.
she wants to kill Sully.
Harvey thinks I shouldn't have like pulled this guy back
Probably
here. I
doesn't
should
hit.
just. There's a lesson that needs to be learned here.
Just
Maybe I
let
should have.
go.
Maybe I should have left this
Let me
crab
die.
guy over here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Next turn, you just lean.
I mean,
on
Sabira
your
doesn't
weapon.
care about that guy. She just wants to kill something.
It would just be a normal attack, I think. Right?
Yeah, that works for me.
A 17. Does a 17 hit?
17 on that guy does. So I accidentally minimized, so cut all the cameras out. Yeah. Okay. So what's that? 14, 7 plus. Okay, so 21, 22 points of damage. Nice. Yeah, you just come up and
And-
slice him down the back.
Yeah. And I will hide. Bonus action.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
You know, Jar, if you die while holding that axe, your soul
Well,
will
the
go
stealth
into
check you hide, by the way.
Oh shit!
What if
We
she
can't
trips
get.
down
We
the
won't be able to
stairs
get
one
you
day
back. We won't be able to
and
revivify you.
kills her old self with
Yeah,
the
the
axe?
soul doesn't. No, it's only
You just trip
when
on
it's
your
killed
axe.
by the axe.
Yeah,
I
We don't know.
I
We don't know
think
how
that's
true it
my
is.
soul.
Saphira.
That's true. All right. I'm reckless attacking. Come
Okay.
on. I hope he's on his last legs, man. Either way, Timmy saves me next turn. I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
I think for that, I'm not gonna save you. 22.
22 hits.
Yeah.
Re-roll it. No, I'm kidding.
31 points of damage.
31 points of damage. A lot of damage. He's still alive. You hack into him.
Oh my god,
He
this
sat down.
guy
He
is
looks on his
tough.
last legs, though.
All right, okay, we're going in for attack number 2. Hopefully it's enough. Hopefully it hits. Nat 20.
Nat
Okay.
20. That hits.
Okay, that is 22 points of damage.
It's
He's
enough.
still alive, isn't he?
You
Oh, thank
bring your
God.
axe down and just hack into him, driving it down, almost like a chainsaw in a zombie movie. You're just gonna push it downwards, embedding it, hit the back of the axe, splitting it in two.
Love that.
The creature goes
Love that for me.
angered as it drops dead.
Do I get a coin though? Yes.
Distance comes up. Its soul forming into a coin in your hand.
It's a fat coin. It's like a
Is
dollar
it,
coin.
is it a fat stack though, Jack? Is it a big old juicy coin?
It's like a 50p. It's a big one.
Yeah, it's a 50. It's an, but it's like a copper piece that's old and smells. But you
Lovely.
get it.
Okay, well, Saphira grabs that coin, and I just want her to be like, just so everyone knows that she's really fucked up after killing that. She's just gonna sort of like lean down using her axe as like a walking stick and then look over at Timmy, like, come on, sort me out now, brother. Even though she can't talk.
We have to keep up multiple people.
You still have another attack.
No, I don't, because I.
Oh,
already
no,
did
you
two
don't. You
attacks.
don't. You don't. You're right. Absolutely
That
right.
was my last attack. Yeah.
Timothy.
finally kill
Charmed
someone.
people can't attack a Vop, yeah? So this guy can't, but this one will.
Yeah.
The one at the bottom. Okay.
Mhm.
So I think I'll take the bottom attack
Okay.
and move right here
All right.
to make sure this guy gets 2 attack of Vops
A
if
12.
he decides
He
to
misses.
leave.
Shoots the arm out.
Thank God.
Comes back.
So I'm going to stay right here, and I'm going to preserve life onto Saphira for 45 healing.
Okay.
How much? 45.
Yeah.
Poggers. Yeah, Saphira's gonna weakly smile at Timmy for that.
And I can also do another heal because
You
that's
can.
not
That's your,
a
yeah, it
spell.
doesn't count as a spell.
Yeah, I can do a bonus action heal.
Okay.
I think I will also. Where's my ranged one? Do I have a higher ranged one? I can't remember. Where is all my healing? Not that one. I just have too many spells. I hate this, but I love it. I think I'm just gonna do the first level one at a little bit higher.
Okay.
So healing word at 3rd level. Why not?
Who are you aiming towards?
This is also towards Saphira because she
took
took
an extra
a lot.
19
So
healing.
19 more.
Much
19.
19, lovely, thank you.
All right.
64 total. Sick.
No, oh yeah, sorry. I was gonna say I just calculated it all. I was like, no, I'm at 73 now, but yeah, in total it's healing.
On the Hungry's
Oh,
turn,
gosh.
it is gonna. First save is for the Spirit Guardians. Gets a 17, so it meets. And second one's a 14 to beat Scold. What's your DC that he has to beat for your?
18.
18 is the Wisdom save.
No, that's my AC. Sorry.
He takes 6 damage.
Wisdom save is I want to say 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he fails. Remains charmed. On this creature's turn, it's going to attack you, Timothy. It's going to go for an embrace.
All right.
Loves the hugs, man.
Timmy,
25 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 16 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
And as all 4 arms just dig into you and embed into your body, 2 in your shoulders, 2 in your sides. And you're considered grappled.
Okay. Still have Spirit Guardians though.
You're also considered frightened.
Scary.
Okay. On the Lonely Stone, can I get... I'll do another Wisdom save for it. 14, so it's going to take the full damage of your thing.
16 damage.
16 points of damage. Okay, he's looking hurt. He is going... can I get a Wisdom save off of you as well, Scald?
What are you after?
Wisdom save, please.
Disgusting. Very well.
No.
5.
Oh.
5. You take... And then I got a nat 20 on the other one. So you take 13 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Thank you.
He's no longer grappling you. He's going to move...
You damn right he ain't. Chicken
20.
shit.
And then...
You better run.
He is going to... Or it. It's going to harpoon at you, Timothy. A 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Re-roll it.
Oh.
A 23 to hit.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
24 points of piercing damage. As you just feel this harpoon just slam you right in the back. Yeah, that's all we can do really right now. Fear.
I gotta call
Hello.
real quick. So it was 24 damage?
24, so you have to be at 12.
I beat 12, yeah. I'm fine. Oh, just
13,
barely.
yeah, nice.
Ooh.
Okay. Fear, you're up here.
Okay. This one's looking really hurt.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to... Oh, shit. I don't love this. Okay. I will... I'm gonna take a chance. I'll just firebolt it, I guess.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Well, I will. When I can find the words firebolt on my sheet. 17.
17 on that one hits.
Okay, and that is 11.
11. He's hurt. He's not quite dead yet.
Damn it.
Okay. Anything else? The burning kind of just burns up the side of him.
No.
Okay, Scold.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you like to do?
This thing is this thing grappling Timmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this thing is grappling Timmy?
Yep, they both got him. One harpoon from the back. This one's got kind of these 4-arm
And I
leg.
can't really break someone else's grapple, or can I? I guess this is a discussion. Can I
technically-
peel this thing off of Timmy?
By technicality, he needs to be in range of it to kind of have the grapple, so yeah.
Okay, so I can, I guess, roll an athletics check to, grapple it myself?
Yeah. If you want, yeah, that works.
Or is that going to be a situation where like it's stuck to Timmy's face and then I pick it up, but Timmy comes with, and then the other guy gets dragged along because he's attached to?
Because it's not
Like a train.
it's not a contested grapple check between him and Timothy. I would have Timothy take a little bit of slashing damage. You're essentially like pulling a
Pops
face
out of
hugger
me.
off of him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, I will smack facehugger then with hammer.
Okay. 16 hits.
Smack
16?
facehugger, hit my own
Yeah,
that
face.
hit?
16 hits. Yep.
Okay.
Stop hitting yourself.
And then I will smack him this direction, off of Timmy. I guess that direction makes more sense.
Okay, you whack him off with Timothy. I'm just gonna do I'll do a 44 piercing. 10 points of piercing damage as you just yanking it off of you.
Ugh.
And then I will use my 10-foot range to hit it again.
And con save from you, Timothy, as well, please.
19?
19 hits.
Cool. That's another 13.
Nice.
You actually bring out your hammer this time and you just crush it. You just see it kind of cave inward. And it crinkles up. Kind of like a spider dying, it curls up and his arms turn in.
Ugh.
It lies on the ground dead.
Sick.
Ooh.
Nope.
And then Scald will pray to the giant lords. And I'm going to second wind for 1d10 plus 10.
Cool. Okay, only 2 creatures remain. Basil.
How are you looking, Skuld? Are you fine?
Okay, my friend.
Which of the ones by Fabia is looking the most icky, hurt?
Well, this one's also not charmed, so he's still a threat. The other one's
Okay.
The top.
I'll do the one.
We got so lucky with that charm, dude. Goddamn.
right.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Joe was out for blood if that thing had lived.
That thing has some dangerous
wasn't charmed. Yeah.
Should I do the one that isn't charmed then?
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
knock it out, right?
I'll do the one that
Monkey
isn't
attack,
charmed.
moving target.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to toss a rock because I
Go
don't
for
want to break my concentration.
No, get on in here. Come on in.
No, dude, if I will be silenced for like 30 more seconds. I can't. Oh God, 14.
14 to hit him. Doesn't hit. You throw another rock, but you're trying to be careful with your friends. So
Oh,
you throw it a lot high.
Yeah. I can't even make monkey noises as because I'm silenced.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. You'd be like this.
I was like, yeah, exactly.
Complete silence.
Just screaming
except for the beating.
silently. Yeah. Okay,
I
I'll
actually
stay.
imagine that Bree's been like that all session, like every
Pretty
time.
much.
Every time
Yeah,
the call
very
drops,
good.
she's just like,
Yeah,
but we
pretty
can't
much.
hear because she's not in the call.
Yeah. This is
Fabia.
actually like very realistic for me right now.
Yeah. It's your turn, Fabia. Unless you want to move on your turn, Bree.
No, thank you.
6 misses. Your poor shadow just keeps moving. You're muted, by the way, I think. Your shadow keeps just trying to grab it. And despite it being incapacitated, it just can't get a grip on it.
I'm gonna look at my shadow like, what the
Trying.
fuck is going on with you? Okay. A 14.
A 14.
Oh, no, advantage because I'm not moving.
Advantage. Roll again.
A nat 20.
Nat 20. Go for it.
That's
yeah, dude.
2, right? You've had
Yeah.
2? Hell yeah.
There's been a lot of nat 20s this year.
38.
Yeah.
46.
It's just
48 points of damage. Very
It's dead.
nice.
Come on.
No, this one's pretty tough as well. You just slice through it and you cause a
I thought I
nasty
could
gash
talk
across
you
the
into
back.
it.
But no,
And you
this
just
thing's
be like,
still
oh
alive.
yeah, he's dead.
Okay, that's my turn.
But a lot of damage done to it. Saphira.
Okay, Saphira is going to. Wait, who's looking the weakest right now? Let's see if I can kill steal someone.
It might be the top one, I think. Yeah, the one that's not charmed.
This guy? Yeah. Okay. Saphira's gonna come over here then, and wail on that guy. And since she doesn't know better, she's gonna reckless attack and assume that all of them are the same. Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh no.
A
That
14
did not
misses.
hit. Yeah, didn't think it would hit. That's unfortunate. How about a 24? Does that one
24
go?
does
through?
hit.
Cool. There we go. That's 27 points of
You
damage.
come up and you just hack its arm off where it's kind of grappling Timothy, and you see it wither away, and the
Nice.
blood pours out and it drops to the ground,
Love
holding
that.
the arm, bleeding out. soul comes out. Sing, is in your hand. It's going. It's dead.
Love that for me. Saphira gives a she takes her coin subtly and gives Timmy a nod of thanks for the heals earlier and here's your payment.
You get you.
Okay, that's me.
Your luck's gonna run out, dude.
I know.
You had no idea how close you were to dying just then before.
I know.
Timothy.
I guarantee that creature was like, if it kills you, it sucks you inside or some shit.
Yeah, that would suck. That would be really
I can tell you it
lame.
didn't have any of those kind of abilities, but it would have 100% gone for the kill.
And it probably would have got
And it does a lot of damage. I rolled lower.
I'm gonna try to do another inflict wounds.
Okay, go for it.
On this thing, I want to kill this thing before it breaks the charm. Ignore the advantage. Oopsie.
17 though. I believe 17 hits. It's armor class.
Sick, dude.
So that's 15.
Ignore divine strike.
Okay, sorry, yeah. So 27 points of damage. Nice. You just slam your hammer onto it. The necrotic energy hides the squeaking in that time.
Thank God.
Love that.
Anything else?
We all still know though.
That is it.
Wisdom save for the damage. It rolls a 3, so you can go ahead and do the Spirit Guardians. And then Wisdom save 14, so it's still charmed. You guys get a free round, just smashing on this creature.
Love to see it.
Okay.
17 spirit boy damage.
Gotcha. Okay, Fear.
Hello. That's the only one left. I will fire bolt it.
Go for it.
420 for
That hits?
hit. No, it is only 9.
9 points of damage. Wait, how's it? It is a 2d10, man. You're just rolling low.
Shut up, dude. God, I don't give you shit if you roll low.
I just didn't think I could. God damn, dude.
I'm silenced, okay?
Like pulls down the glasses. He's like, "Oh no, you just suck."
Cast it. No, I gotta do extra magic to cast it. Give me a fucking break, man.
Scold. It's your turn.
Scald will step up and start smashing.
Okay. $20 hits. 28 points of damage. This thing's almost dead.
Wait, 28?
Am I not right? Oh, no.
I'm
sorry.
attacking twice, so it's 14 total.
14
I missed,
total.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Or 28 works.
Yeah, it's because I added the 15, sorry. Of the attack roll. So you just slam it. You miss the first time you hit into it, and then the second time you just miss. But it is looking hurt still. Basil. Top of the round.
All right. Whichever one more wounded, me throw rock.
It's just one.
It's just one left.
What? Oh, it's just the one. Oh, sorry, I mistook
Lucky think one of us
Fabia's
is them?
shadow.
Obvious shadow guy throws me off every
I
time.
mistook Fabia's
You're
shadow.
gonna see his rock just crush your shadow in a minute.
That would have been so fucking
Actually, do you know what? Do you know
My
what?
sword would also potentially
Well, hold
shatter.
on. Hold on. This is polymorph, dude.
You got like what, 2 in?
No, it's a little more clever than
Got
that.
-2 int.
But roll an intelligence check. If you get over a 10, you recognize this is the shadow.
Okay.
Right now, you are fighting shadowy creatures.
Oh my god, I really want you to fail this just
I'm
for
so
the
sorry.
You have to be a 10.
Same. Please fail it.
Oh,
You just work it out before throwing your rock. You're like,
I'm like,
You have
the
it back.
nostrils are flaring like
yeah.
holy fuck. Okay, that's funny. Okay, I'm gonna hit the one that's not the shadow. Oh,
And then let it
Jesus,
misses.
my roll
The hesitation,
doesn't
you
even
just,
matter.
you can just throw it gently. It only goes like 10
yeah.
feet because you're just like, I don't want to hurt my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I can't believe
Fabia.
you rolled so low. What's happening?
come on, Shadow.
God damn it.
I don't think a 16 hit does
16
it.
misses, I'm afraid, just under the armor class. He
My
just can't
poor
get a grasp
Shadow.
on this guy. He's really trying. And he just had an ape nearly throw a rock at him.
Someone in chat said the monkey's only got one less int than Saphira. And you made a roll to see who the enemy was.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to make Saphira start doing that every time.
Saphira, just do a quick in check to figure out who the enemy is. While raging.
I'm like a humanoid at least, right? I am capable of this kind of like.
Roll an intelligence check to see how many souls you'd get from cutting off your own self. So Fabio, it's your turn.
Oh my gosh.
Did an 18 hit?
Oh, 18 does it, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
oh, nice,
so
that's yeah.
That's the damage.
19, 20. Do you know what? Because is 1 health off.
Because I feel
Do you want to
bad for
describe
your
how you kill
shadow.
it?
Yeah. Get it.
Yeah.
Steal
Yeah,
it
yeah,
from Saphira.
Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, we're all just kind of pelting it, right? So I think it's probably kind of anticlimactic. Like, Fabi's just like, come on. Oh, tight.
Just drop to the ground dead. Okay.
You like shoot it one more time on the ground just to make sure it's not moving.
Yeah. Double tap. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Wow.
creatures all just kind of curl up and die.
We're still silenced
Four more
for
appear.
a while,
Um,
right? Or does it
for a
break
few more
because they're
seconds.
dead?
Yeah, because it died actually. It swallowed them. You just
Okay.
your voice just kind
Okay,
of
cool.
echo back to you.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
So you have to work on that.
All right. So, candle kind of useless out
Those
here.
weren't undead. What were those?
She kind of kicks one.
Donkey Kong shrug.
I assume we've seen nothing like these before.
The mouths somewhat resembled the creature you saw down in the cage.
Okay, so probably they're from another plane, right? Like that other thing was.
You can deduce this, yeah.
So, but we didn't see, well, we know there are rifts all over, right? But we didn't see anything like a rift nearby, like on our way up here. I assume we would have seen it and been like, holy shit, another rift.
Yeah.
So,
Fabia, did you see these things or just hear them?
I just heard them.
Because I want to know if they were guarding the tower or if they were just wild.
they're like drawn
if someone's
here, just
controlling them.
random.
Your father might want to study these.
Oh, shit.
We got 4 bodies.
Good point.
That is a good point.
I'm gonna demonkey.
Can't just
No, I just wish you were talking like
monkey.
that.
I'm gonna demonkey.
You could use
You snap
Saphira
and
would
12.
suggest that you could use tact to contact him to maybe pick them up.
Oh yeah, we could do that. We could.
We're just on the road, right? Like it's a pretty easy find.
Yeah, like
Probably.
How close are we to the tower / how close are we to the like bubble thing?
Yeah, you're closing on the bubble.
Okay.
The mist has kind of come back over you now, and you can see each other. But
Okay.
the actual bubble itself, you're probably like a few minutes away from catching up to it. And the tower is only a good 20, 30 feet into the bubble. And just emanating around it.
I mean, I guess I'll message him. It always makes me nervous because we only get one use of tack, but I guess I will message him before, I don't know, so they have time to come get these bodies before like other shit eats them.
Yeah, are we still on the road where they're lighting the candles? Just one of the unlit ones, even, so they'll make their way here.
You're off the side road. There's no lights down this way.
So there is
There's
none.
no lights. So, yeah, I guess I'll take tack out and I'll do like a visual so that he can like see, you know, like so I can like pan. It's so gross. So I
You
can
make it
pan
artistic,
across
yeah.
4 dead monster bodies, and yeah, just let him know like, hey, Dad, we killed these things, and you might want to come collect.
Dodger.
I
Oh god.
like the bodies for study. They're right by the tower. Bye.
Perfect.
Don't just die.
Perfect.
Started
Perfect.
counting as she was going like this. Like, wait.
He said like 3 or 4 words in a row, and I was like,
Oh no.
I can't count. Never mind.
How do fingies work?
I have -2 into IRL. I can't. Please.
So, you hear the sound of kind of tech lights back up, and you see the image of Cassell. I'll come at once. Careful. They resemble the creatures that I have dealt with as well. To see so many at once, you must be close to the source.
Oh, great.
And it cuts off.
He's probably gonna do some cool like vampire shit. He's like, I'm
Can
here.
he turn into a bat?
Oh, we didn't even ask him that. God damn it.
Wait, wasn't the captain's true form like true form like a like a gargoyle?
Well, yeah, I was in
it was
agriculture.
yeah, it was like a. I think it was a tonic farm. His true farm.
Yeah. You don't want to see my true farm.
He lost it.
Couple of pigs.
You turned my true farm on.
I'm gonna throw up.
His was a bit more ghoulish. It was less bat-like. It was more
Okay.
like a zombie if all of the skin was kind of remained. In place.
Oh, okay. Not a very epic true form, but okay.
No. I mean, he didn't get to pick that.
Loser.
He's dead.
Damn. He's dead.
In
He's
fact,
dead.
his
I
soul is
shouldn't talk ill
literally
of the dead.
condemned to a devil.
Yeah, I think he's got it pretty bad now.
Up ahead of you, you'd see the bubbles just kind of emanating, and you can hear the distant sounds of just like munching and eating and fighting, tooth and gnaw, emanating from the bubble area.
Is there like anything like, I don't know how to ask this really. Like, is there like a clear delineation like where the bubble is? Is there like a dead zone around it, or like do we see things coming in and out of it? Do you know what I mean?
You can get a little closer
Okay.
down the road.
I'll get closer.
Okay, if you want to
Like a
go ahead and roll a stealth check,
branch to it.
Fabio.
Also, I don't think Fabio would think of this, but like we know that these things affect each other. They might just all be fighting each other in there.
Hmm.
Oh shit! Like a
That's
is true.
true.
arena.
I know, right? They're placing bets on each other.
26. Okay, you sneak up, getting close to the bubble. As you kind of come past the road and the mist almost stays on the outside of the bubble, and you get close enough that you can see through it. You see a lone wizard's tower, and on the peak of it, high up, this energy just emanating outwards on the roof. At the base, you see a pathway that walks up to the door. And all around the bubble, you would see
The
kind
outside of it? Sorry.
Yeah, out on the
Just
outside.
for
sorry.
clarity. Okay.
In like almost moats down at the bottom. The pathway is raised on the ground about 10 feet up from the moats down the ground. There's no water in them. Loads of creatures that resemble the ones you just saw. Maybe like 30 on both sides.
Oh.
And exactly as you said, they are eating and fighting each other, tearing each other apart. But inside the bubble, you see like one of them, you see this small like rift opening briefly, and this creature climbs out. And it's large, and it kind of dwindles down and becomes a very small one with only a large mouth, but then two small legs, and starts eating another one.
Do we see a rift inside the bubble?
Fabio does, yeah. You see it, and then the rift closes. You see another one briefly open up, and one comes out. It's just a small creature, and then it grows larger as it comes out into the bubble, and picks up two of the creatures and begins eating them.
I'll message all that to Fia.
It's
There's
a
some
basic
wacky
wooden
shit
door.
going on in here.
Basic wooden door on the wizard's tower. It's a wizard's tower with a spire up the top.
What does that energy look like coming from the top? Is it like when we saw the giant like Focus and Tithmore like go up?
It's more like the energy at the top of the tower. It is more like when you saw the rift when you helped the Goliath Scoville go through it. It's more this dark energy that's kind of emanating outwards.
Okay. Okay.
Bobby's gonna message Sophia, be like, should I touch it? Can I touch it?
Please don't.
I'm gonna touch it, I think.
Please don't. Definitely don't touch it yet.
Why not?
What if you throw something through it first before you touch
I mean, it looks like, well, okay, fine. She'll pick up a rock and throw it at the
it? Already
bubble.
touching it.
Yeah, I already
goes
touched
through.
it.
And nothing happens to it. Just ding, ding, falls down into the bottom.
The rock was fine.
You're not a rock.
Well, then why did you tell me to throw a rock through?
I don't know. It seems like a good idea.
What did
at the
that
time.
prove?
Okay, I don't. You guys, should she just walk through it?
What did just a fingy?
She really wants to just stick her hand through it.
What if I just put a fingy through?
Nothing happened. She says, "What about a finger? Should we just let her put a finger through?"
Tell her, is there like a bird nearby she could grasp?
Jimmy says, "Look for."
Like, don't put a
Jimmy
bird
says
in
look for
there.
her.
I mean, we need something alive, and I don't want to put her through.
Do you see any bugs or a worm? Or
Wait,
bugs.
if I bring an object to life, would that technically count
I don't
as like
think
a
that's
living
like
thing?
living though. That's like magically living.
Yeah, you're probably
It's
right.
like animated.
Do I see a
Yeah,
bug?
You're probably right. A bug.
Oh my god, Fabian's like
I
catch
catch
a
a
moth,
moth,
bugs
Sure.
and like
shove
pull
it.
their
You
legs
can
off
find a
and
bug.
shit.
You can find a.
Great, I throw
Oh,
a
no.
bug through.
What bug do you pick up? I'll let you
I
pick.
pick up a
bug's
pill
on it?
bug.
Roly poly.
Look at it.
Yeah,
And
I
then
pick up a roly poly and I throw it through.
Okay. Give me a sec. I need to do a couple of things. Okay.
oh shit, it's lucky that you didn't go through
Oh,
it now.
it's an anti-bug field actually. And the bug is-
Oh, weird. The bug just bounces
It's a
off.
bug zapper.
No, I'm assuming it like it
Okay.
mutates things, right? Things are coming through
When you throw
big
it
and becoming
through-
small and vice versa.
It enters and. What a perception check with sight, because you're throwing a bug and you're
It's
trying
tiny.
to concentrate on it.
Sure.
I believe in you.
Oh,
20.
nat 20.
You're so
shit.
focused on this
dude.
pill bug. You see, the moment it goes through, it becomes whitened and turns into a pupae, and it falls to the ground.
Whoa.
Aged.
It Benjamin buttoned.
Would we
Via
age
it Benjamin.
backwards?
Kidding.
Yeah, she says it Benjamin Bond. I don't really know what that means, but it sounds like serious.
It's a halfling that aged backwards.
Oh my god.
Yeah, haven't you heard that tale?
Yeah.
I must have
We used to
missed
tell
that
it
one.
all the time.
The
back in
curious
Burrow. Is
case
that
of
not a thing?
Benjamin Bouton. A halfling who aged
That's what I have
backwards.
heard. Bhutan, I've heard.
Everyone
Button,
knows
though.
that one. It's a classic.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it rapidly de-aged.
I will let the group know that. And
That's
then also,
weird.
are we all okay? Like, does anybody need a rest?
We might need a small break.
Yeah.
I could
Could
use
do
like a
with
hit
the-
die. I mean, I can't get any
Same.
spell points back or anything, but
Hit die would be nice.
okay. I guess I'll maybe message Fabia to like come back so we can decide what to do.
Tell her to put a flower in or like a plant. I'm curious.
Oh, there's not much living foliage.
Oh,
Wait, is there a
true.
plant before? Turn around, go back. Is there a plant?
Uh-huh.
There wouldn't necessarily be
No
any
foliage.
foliage or plants, all dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So things that were big became small. Things that were small became big. Something de-aged.
It's all topsy-turvy.
What happens to an average sized thing?
What happens to just
Do you
your
have any
average
babies on
life?
us?
Fabio really wants to go in.
Are we gonna have to like dimension door in there separately multiple times? That seems like a waste though. Do
I
we have
mean, they're
any way to get
already-
through there.
They're already like Fabia comes back. Like I mean, like things are climbing through portals. It's not like things are directly walking into this thing. Like,
But the bug.
how different is a dimension door from popping in through a portal? I think
Yeah.
as long as you're in there, shit's happening to you.
Oh, are you saying like if we just pop in as opposed to walk in, like maybe we wouldn't?
I
get
think it's the
affected?
same. But Timmy's
That
saying
was what
maybe it'll
Timmy
be
was-
different.
Hard
Yeah.
to tell without wasting something, portaling something else in. Like
And that's
another
a
bug.
big-
Poor bugs.
Maybe it'll grow back.
I don't know. What do we do?
Probably the oldest one here. I can make it. I'll be spry again.
You gain 5 feet of walking speed. As you're young.
Trying to think if there's any.
I mean, look, I'm not the right person to be over next to the bubble trying to figure out what it's made of or where it's coming from. So if somebody else glances at Fia over and over, if anybody else wants to like
I mean, I could
go
guess...
over there, looks at Basil, anybody else, if anybody else wants to like do magic shit over there.
I could go cast detect magic on it so we could see what kind of magic the bubble is, but that won't tell us what kind of magic is inside.
We could study it, like Arcana check.
It's hard to tell how strong it is. I don't even think I could dispel it.
Yeah. Wait. If I polymorph into something, when I change back, am I okay? It's me usually, right? So if I polymorph, go in and come out.
That's a good question.
You can literally die while polymorph.
Like damage done to a polymorph thing doesn't affect the user.
I
How
could
does polymorph work?
try
Yeah,
that.
it separates your body, becomes something else.
Do you guys want me to do that?
Yeah, you can even can you polymorph into something older so it doesn't get too young?
Yeah, maybe.
I guess like above board. Do you get anything back on a short rest? Like, will you just lose that slot then if we have to?
I'll use that spell slot, but that's okay. I only used one spell.
Sorry, turtles live a long
time. Probably want to fly
turtle?
in, right? I don't know if we want to just walk in.
Probably would have to place the turtle directly in front of the
Like, what's
bubble.
the oldest bird? Yeah, it's gonna take a long time.
Turtle in.
I'm scared.
The best part is how we're
Okay.
completely overthinking this, and Joe's just like, just make a decision, man. Just
Maybe turn into like a, I don't know. What do you guys think? Can I specifically turn into like an old animal, like an old version of an animal?
A turtle.
Turtle, like an old giant. But I'll be so slow if I need to run away.
Like, dinner. You're like, oh no.
Gosh. Maybe like an old rhinoceros or
Hey,
something.
the oldest
Something really
bird in the world is 70 years old. Birds
That's not
can
that
last
old.
a while. I mean, roly-polies only last like a few weeks, yeah?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I'll turn into. I'll try to polymorph into a.
What the fuck? Apparently macaws live for up to 100 years.
I will polymorph into an old macaw.
Okay. Go ahead and fly. Go ahead and if you're gonna fly in there, you gonna fly in there?
You just.
I guess so.
Okay.
Maybe not fly in there. That seems a little aggressive. I'm gonna waddle.
Okay. Macaw.
I don't know what noise do macaws make. I don't know.
Yeah, like parrot.
The
Parrot.
parrot.
Yeah,
They
you
say
can
whatever
still,
the fuck you
do
say.
Simple speech.
Yeah.
I'm going in.
We spent the first hour teaching her how to
so you
talk.
step
When
in,
you're polymorph, can you talk in common?
but
I like the idea that you're a
Macaws.
green parrot too.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Green and purple.
Yeah.
Can I use like my ring to actually communicate, or just out of curiosity to communicate with Basil?
You could
while
be
he's
able to,
polymorph?
yeah.
yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Saphira's like, all right, go ahead.
I waddle into the bubble.
Okay. Could you do a
And you're dead.
wisdom save as a parrot?
Oh, fuck.
Let me just see.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
What
Cool.
is that?
You are
Let me see if there is a parrot sheet somewhere.
I'm scared. I mean, Basil's wisdom is negative
Yes,
1. How bad could it be?
It's a -3. So go ahead and do d20 -3.
Oh! Okay.
Come on.
No, wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's the way this is distributed. It's a straight roll.
Okay, it's
So-
15. Straight roll.
15. You call it?
It's good.
Oh, I'm an idiot. It's actually a charisma save.
Fuck.
Which is a -1, so we'll take the
Parrots
roll.
are pretty charismatic.
14.
You got 14.
Oh, God.
You're fine.
Feel magic
I'd also
emanating
say
around
before
you.
she even goes in, I would bless her just in case. something goes wrong.
Okay.
Or guidance her, I mean. Well, that's not safe though. Yeah,
No,
I would bless.
It would be bless, yeah. Okay. You know, you thought of that if you like.
Yeah, I think probably. I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Okay, a 16.
You step in. Magic emanates around you. You remain the same.
Wait, what the
You get-
fuck?
Can they see me? Like if they look into the bubble, can they see
Surely,
me?
because I was able to
Yes.
watch the bug.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, who else are you blessing,
Oh.
Timothy?
I would say Fabia and myself.
Okay. That's fair enough. Okay.
Selfish.
Is it just 3 people?
Unless you cast it at high level.
Yeah.
No, I would keep it at first. Yeah.
Okay.
Before I motion for them to come in, maybe I should come back out just to make sure nothing happens to me on the way out either. So I'm gonna
yeah.
exit as well.
Absolutely fine.
If you succeed,
I'm gonna do a bird spin around.
Yeah.
Is there anything wrong with
The
me?
macaw looks fine.
Look all right.
Look all right. No, I'm the
Okay, can I
That's her
wait, did
head.
you say that? Can I hear that? Can I translate that?
I think I was just
that was-
repeating
that
because
was
I was a
in-
parrot.
Yeah,
I'm
just
just
repeating comment.
repeating.
I like the idea that it's in common, but Sphere
Yeah,
translates
Spirit's
anyway.
like, Spirit with a
the
minus
book's
1
over.
intelligence is
Minus one
going,
in.
I understand everything she's saying.
Lazy. It's like I have become fluent
I guess
in animal.
It wasn't even wearing the ring. I have learned the
Guys,
language.
do terrible Saphira impressions.
I guess just to try to get more information, I guess I'll cast detect magic and just see if I can tell what kind of magic the bubble, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Make words.
You get, I can't remember what we used this before. You get this kind of translucent, almost like bluish and golden color coming off of gold, which you know is chronergy, time magic.
Oh.
Can detect magic also sort of sense how powerful something is? Not like in blunt terms, like, oh, it's 5th level.
Do you know
but,
what?
like,
Yeah. Well,
if it's
for
strong.
flavor terms, sure, it's powerful chronergy. You see a lot of the
Okay.
emanating magic. And it's
Okay.
rare
Above
form of
board.
magic.
Above board, I'm not convinced that test proved anything. Because what if polymorph is like stagnation? You stay exactly the
Yeah,
same.
but also, can you tell when you make a save? Like, can you feel something trying to do something? being
Good
used? Or
question.
did you just go through and she didn't know?
I've also
something
wondered
was
this.
probing her?
It depends on the spell. I think with this one, yes, you could probably tell. You could feel the
Okay.
magic emanated across you.
All right. I will. Well, because I can't really. Well, there's no point in me being a parrot anymore. So I'm a de-parrot.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna relate to them that it felt a little bit weird, like I had to push through almost going in. So I don't know what would have happened if, I hadn't maintained that sense of
Bobby
self.
walks in.
Oh,
It's time magic,
Bobby walks
and
in.
then looks at Fabia to see if anything happens.
oh shit! Oh shit!
What did you do?
Actually, Fabia puts half of her body in. Fabia puts half of her body in.
Right.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw, please.
You have that bless still.
That's the only reason I'm doing this, because I was like, he knew I was a
Yeah.
risk.
Oh,
I might as well
shit.
make the risk.
Oh,
shit!
holy
What
Nat
fuck!
20.
Today.
I know.
A
She's
nat
on
20.
fire. You step in, you feel the magic emanating over you. You manage to resist it.
Hell yeah.
She spins around.
You look great.
Thank you.
I mean, you always look great, but you don't
Thank
look like
you.
you were harmed.
I think me and Basil should go through next, and then I could drop the
we-
bless and put it on you 3.
If we're gonna rest, are we gonna rest in there? Or are we gonna rest out here?
Oh.
It might be actually safer to do it in here where things can't get in safely without
Except for-
de-aging.
Yeah, because you can
I
see
guess
these
we're-
creatures. They're not paying attention to you right now, but they are gnawing and tearing each other apart. They're going for the first living thing they see. So
Hmm.
you are taking somewhat a bit of a risk just waiting here.
Okay.
If only we knew we had that carriage.
It's so funny. At the start of this session, I was like, Joe, could you put that carriage in my magical items? just in case.
Yeah. All right, Timothy and I going in?
I guess so.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Charisma.
Charisma saving
God.
throws.
Why can't it be wisdom?
You both have bless, so
Yeah, with the D4.
Basil, you managed to resist the magic.
I might need it.
Okay.
Timothy,
Oh, with the
you feel
He's
like it's
gonna
about
roll
to change, and you managed to resist the magic.
Okay, so it is a
High
15 DC, people. That is scary.
Okay,
I ain't
once we're
going in. I
inside.
ain't going in here.
You're not?
I'm not gonna make the roll.
You got
Even
blessed.
with bless?
It,
You didn't bless him.
Bardic inspiration him. Is that
I'm not blessed, and I have 0 + 0 charisma.
Can I
though.
try
Yeah,
to
drop
shoot a
bless,
bardic
right?
inspiration at Skull?
Let me double check Bardic
I have
Inspiration.
a 25% chance to
Yeah, I'm
succeed this
trying to
roll,
see if
or
that's
just be
or
like
saving
timed
throws.
up.
Actually, Trip might not be saving throws. Or the College of Creation one's a little bit different.
We
but-
have to go into
no.
this bubble to
No,
get
you
to
can-
the next area, right? To get where we're trying to go.
You can do 7 throws, Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, you can
Wait,
use my
what is-
D8 for
Do we
saving
though?
throw.
Pop it to everybody.
Yeah,
Do we have to pass through his bubble to go to the next area?
Well, to get to the
I mean, to get into the tower, yeah.
I mean, Saphira's just gonna stop, like, just going towards passing through at this point because she's too stupid to realize
Yeah.
that
Charisma
something
save.
would
Once all
fuck
three
up.
of us are in, I would have blessed them 3.
Okay.
I would drop
Okay.
it from us 3 and put it on them.
Are you going to do a new
Okay.
new version of Bless?
Yeah, just another first level on them 3 instead. So
And
I
I'll
guess they're,
shoot
like, fifth
bardic
level it.
insp at Scold as well. So
Saphira just goes ahead and tries to go through them.
Roll a Charisma save, please. And you get a D4 on top of this. Okay, we'll take the 20. So nat 20, you head through.
Alright, advantage on.
15.
Oh,
Fear.
Jesus.
You feel the
is
magic's about to
perfect.
change you.
Guys have a
But
plus
the
9
holy
on it.
magic behind whatever Timothy's done for you, the blessing, withholds the magic from you.
oh my
Saphira, your
God.
body repels it.
Hell yeah!
All eyes on Skull.
Saphira's like, that was easy, isn't
you
it?
can use.
I mean, from
So you have bardic D8 and
I'm gonna roll
and
perception.
bless. You got a lot.
yeah.
There's no way for me to ascertain if they nearly got changed or not. So right, so
No.
Skull's just gonna
Yeah.
assume
They all
it's
look-
fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Okay.
Okay,
10.
plus blessed
Plus bless.
and your bardic.
It's my bardic.
11.
What's bardic?
It's a D8.
I think it's
D8.
a D8. Yeah.
What should be?
At the moment, he's on 11,
Very-
chat.
There we go. 12.
Oh my.
Could you roll a
fucking
D2 for me,
God.
please?
It's deciding if it ages up or down.
1.
3 ones in a row.
I'm so happy because
Holy
everyone else
fuck.
passed it. As Scold steps in, the blessing just tries to withhold the magic. The magic emanates across him. You see as he shrinks down and becomes a young bear cub. You're only about 10 or 11 years old right now, Scold. You're small. Your hammer drops to the
so
ground. It's too
cute.
heavy for you.
I'm a
And-
Krigven, you disrespectful motherfucker. All right, I'm not a bear.
Well, you're okay.
Yeah,
you're
Joel,
you're,
come
you're a
on.
Krigven
Oh,
cub.
Krigven cub.
You don't need to. I don't need Saphira to take on any more animal children.
It's like seeing
Saphira's picking him up!
his hammer would drop to
Saphira.
the side. Too heavy for him.
Oh.
Okay,
What
can I
happens? I
how
wanna
can I
try
pick up his
Dispel Magic.
hammer and him? Can I hold that weight?
Oh
Are you
my
dispel
God.
magic?
I'm gonna try. I don't know if it'll work.
Okay.
I
Let
can
me
do
pick
it
him
at
up
fourth level.
first. Don't ruin
As
this.
Saphira's
Or-
about to go picking him up. Timothy's are you coming in for the dispel magic? Yeah.
I was gonna wait.
Good
I
hat.
wanna see
Wait, yeah, okay.
her pick
I'll,
up.
I'll expend Giant's Might to powerbomb Saphira if she tries to touch me.
Okay, well she's going to be doing it because
You're
there's
Giant's Might?
no way she's like,
Giant cub.
and then she
Are
goes to pick him up.
do you not want it to happen?
No, she
You can resist.
Because you can just
Let it
oh,
happen.
if it's
Let it
not a
happen.
consensual roll, you don't have to
Fine.
roll. So don't
That's
worry.
fine. It's okay.
I feel like he's more annoyed than angry.
I think Skull would be more surprised what the fuck just happened than able to react to a scenario.
Okay, well I'm picking you up.
Okay.
How big is a 10-year-old Krigven?
I mean,
pretty
you're still
big,
pretty
like-
big. Yeah, you're still like
Hey,
2 to 3 feet tall, probably. He's only he's
while
adolescent.
Saphir is
He's
holding
not-
him,
he's
I
not-
wanna dispel magic while he's in her arms.
probably about 3 feet
Okay.
tall.
Saphira's like,
You
Not
pick
so
it
fat
up.
are you now, bear?
And Saphira, make a strength saving throw.
Oh no! Okay.
Wait, do you know what? With disadvantage, because
Okay.
you've picked him up
I
thinking
respect
it's
it.
light, and then suddenly
I
it's just
respect
gone
that.
to several £100.
Respect that.
That
And
one.
that one.
Crush me, baby.
Lands on top of you, and you're gonna take
Holy shit.
2d4, 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you basically
Okay.
just get crushed down on by a giant bear.
Okay. Saphira's like, what the fuck?
At the same
what'd
time,
you
by the
say?
way, 20 feet away from you on both sides, you have got loads of shadowy creatures just tearing each other apart.
What'd you
And
say?
No.
one looks up at you and starts climbing up the moat.
We need to go.
And what? Sorry, what
We need to go.
happens?
One of the
One of
creatures
them
has been
starts
climbing up the
climbing
moat
towards
towards you. You guys are making a lot of noise right now with about 40 different shadow creatures
We've got to get
beside you.
inside right now.
All like the ones you just fought.
Skull will pick up his weapon. Is Saphira winded?
No, maybe.
Skull will pick up his weapon, and then he'll pick up Saphira, and then say, "Not so big now, are you?" Carry her off to the group.
Saphira's gonna laugh, to be honest.
I'll
What are you win?
I'll try to minor illusion something within that creature's like vision 30 feet away from us. Like a fucking, I don't know.
30 feet away from you.
Yeah, like not towards us. So that
It
it
sees
like
the creature.
I can see it.
A
and it-
different
Carries going
direction.
towards you because you guys are close right now. You're like 20 feet up from it. So it's going towards the closest living thing it can eat. And it's going
Can I minor illusion a loud noise behind it? Maybe?
Okay,
Would
yeah.
that help?
Uh,
Okay.
It turns, giving you a moment.
Okay. Should we dart to the
Yeah, get out of
think
there.
so.
we book it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Big boy jog.
Book
Rush.
it.
Who's at the front?
Uncle at the wedding.
Who's at the front?
Not
Who's,
Timmy, 'cause he's
who's in the
slow.
front?
I would try to be at
probably-
the front, but I'm gonna fall behind if everyone's running. I'll
Can
just
Skull
slowly.
pick him up.
I mean, we have to run right now, dude.
Can Skull
Yeah.
pick up Timmy?
Is Gold carrying me still?
I mean, dashing will get you there. But-
Basil will be in the front.
Okay, Baz, you get to the front door. There's a knock and there's a chain link around with a padlock.
Okay. Okay. He's gonna be like, Fabia, can you do the thing with the lock?
I heard a
But I s-
rumor.
Stop the lock.
A smaller lock appears and
Nice.
breaks from the pressure,
Nice.
and the chains drop to the ground. The door opens slightly.
All right.
Hey.
Barge in, I guess, to try to get
Yeah,
to safety.
I'll help open the doors. Get everybody in.
Okay. We're going to take a couple-minute break as you guys enter into the Necromancer's Tower. We'll be back for a good 15, 20 minutes afterwards. But you guys enter into the hallway of the Necromancer's Tower. The door shuts behind you. You make it into essentially the Time Tower, having not been attacked by any of the creatures. All right, we'll take a couple-minute break here. Just use the lure and
God.
whatnot.
That's good.
Also, just to give you above board, that creature you were fighting earlier, Saphira, that thing was able to do 4d12 plus 12 so on its turn, and then 3d12 psychic damage on top of that. That thing would have 100%
Jesus.
killed you if you carried on going like that. You got to be cautious of some of these creatures, and if you looked out a little bit more, that creature was attacking the last thing attacked it, and had advantage because of a bloodlust from
Oh.
Interesting.
Wait,
say that- say that
again.
Crits.
Say that last bit again, sorry? I
it.
didn't quite catch that.
It attacked the last thing that attacked it with advantage if it got hurt. Essentially, it was you could play tennis with that creature, which was what
Yeah,
you did.
you were the last person to hit it every time, so that makes sense.
We got so many crits on it too. We got so lucky, honestly.
Mhm.
Yep,
Yeah,
that thing
you
had
did.
255 health. So,
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
all right, we'll take a couple-minute break here and be back in a mo. I'll send you guys over to the intermission. So, be right back. Yo, yo, yo. Okay.
Oh, yo!
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me bring it to the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So. You have all entered into the bottom layer of the Necromancer's tower. It's essentially a wizard's tower. On the bottom floor, as you can all see in the dark, it does seem a little bit bigger on the inside, but not massively so. In the first floor, being kind of a foyer, it's a rounded building, spire-like building. You still feel the magic in the air, and you can hear the buzzing coming from up top on the roof of the building. Stairs are at the far end of the room, and they clearly spiral up to each floor. But in this room, you see hundreds of bottles with almost like pickled hands, feet, heads, pieces of undead flesh. Some of them are still moving around. A blanket covers a table near you. This seems to be someone's kind of study room. Mostly just pieces of bodies all being studied, some notes elsewhere. Similar to the doctor's room that you saw, but not quite this. Not similar enough that it's, suspicious, but similar enough that it's that kind of realm of study. Where do you want to go?
It sounds like people need to rest, yeah?
Am I still on Skull's shoulder?
Skull would have put you down respectfully.
So there's the door that we came in through.
Mm-hmm. And then the far end just has stairs that lead up.
Oh, there's
Like
just
a spire.
open stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess here, right? If there's no like doors leading off anywhere, we might as well just like keep a lookout on the front door and the stairs.
Okay.
I don't know.
You want to do a short rest in here?
I can do Song of Rest.
Yeah, you can spend the hour in here.
I will arcane lock the front door.
Okay.
Smart. I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Nice.
Before any creatures can get up to you, you hear the rattling on the door. But it's locked.
So I need to.
I'm
What's
gonna
your-
sing.
Okay.
What?
No, you go.
Sing
So
it.
roll your
no.
hit dice, add on anything you get back from a short rest.
Oh.
We don't get the
How's
song
the-
rest unless we get a song.
How's the temperature in the room? How's the vibe?
Vibe check.
It's
Vibe
cold.
check.
It's cold. This doesn't seem like it's been lived in for a long
Okay.
time. Some cobwebs in the corner and whatnot. You would hear, as you're singing a soft song, Basil, yeah, but heal people. You'd hear, "Your lives are forfeit. I have you now. All of you shall be eaten by my beast." And it's coming. Well, roll a perception check, everyone.
I didn't like that song, Basil.
I have rolled 3 nat ones on my hit dice. Sorry. Perception check?
Yes, please.
Do we each roll a d6 or does Bree roll it and we all get that amount? How does that
Oh,
work?
yeah,
It's not-
you get. I believe it's Song of Rest. Can you post Song of Rest? I believe it's just one roll from Bree.
It's a
Yeah, it should be
D8.
a Bree
But
roll.
yeah. I think it's a
You-
D8.
You guys will
One roll
notice
up.
that the room feels a lot warmer, as if a bonfire was present. But the heat is coming from
Did you
Skull.
fart?
Oh.
No, I have a passive ability. Listen, bitch. I have a passive ability to make myself warmer for the people around me. Okay, during
Aw.
periods of rest.
That's really sweet.
Aw.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you guys feel comfortable. With your 23 perception, the voice was coming from under the blanket.
Oh.
Okay.
Fia's mom has got it going on.
Fia just nods like she does.
She's all I don't want, but I'm glad Fabia got some.
She's actually, yeah. She's hit on a lot of my friends.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
This is a
I
song
used
that Basil's
humor as a-
actually singing to us right now.
I use humor as a coping mechanism.
Yeah,
in
no,
case you're
it's
not
kind of funny.
noticed so
The
far.
first time it wasn't because it was a guy that I was interested in, and
Oh,
that
that's
wasn't
awful.
that funny. I
No.
mean, she's a very attractive woman, so you just
Maybe she
gotta
was
go.
trying to teach you a lesson about survival of the fittest.
Yeah, maybe.
You're
That guy
going
kind of
to
sucked
die.
anyway. He was a.
Y'all hear something?
You be quiet up there.
I guess. Do the rest? Do the rest of us know that it's coming from under the?
You'd hear it emanating from the room, I guess, yeah. If you rolled low on your perception check, you probably don't know where it's coming from. It's come from the room.
Fuck. That's funny.
I don't know the room we're in.
I've rolled 4 natural.
So I guess. You guys, do you see what's under this blanket? I can poke it with my staff.
There's just a small kind of mound that's coming from, like a kind of a bump on it.
I kick it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
kick
poke
it?
it with the staff.
Hey!
Hey yourself.
Hey.
Can I lift up the blanket?
Okay. You lift up the blanket. On its side now, you would see a skeletal head. Some bits of flesh to remain on it, but it's mostly a skeletal head. Its eyes are still in there, but they're mostly kind of rotting over. But you can still see the pupils in the bottom parts of it. It looks kind of tired. It looks at you. Pick me back up.
Why? I don't know. You've been kind of
You kicked
rude so
me.
far.
Yeah.
If we pick.
I want to
Once
see
they
who you
sorry,
are.
and we'll pick you back up.
I'm gonna like.
No.
Okay. And then the
Wanna go
Saphira
outside?
kicks it. gently.
Blanket back on it.
Hey,
take you
please,
outside if
I'm
you
sorry.
I'm gonna pick it
Okay,
up.
I'll
I'm gonna pick it up
or,
in the
okay, you can pick it up.
blanket.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're right side up, but you're under the blanket. Do you want the blanket on or off?
Off.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it on.
Well, that's a dick move.
Yeah, but you're being kind of a dick so far. What do you mean we're all gonna die? Who are you?
Oh, no. That was me fucking with you.
Oh, who are you?
I'm Jen.
Jen?
Short for Genesis.
Okay, what's up, Genesis?
No,
Is
call
this
me
your
Jen.
tower?
I said I'm Jen.
Okay, sorry. Jen, is this your tower?
No. It's Archmage Malaros' tower.
What are you? How'd you get here?
Yeah, I'll take the.
Necromancy, right?
I'll
Bingo.
uncover the.
Looks like we
Base.
found the intelligent one of the group.
Well,
I don't know about that.
Jen- Why should we not just remove your jawbone right now so you can't talk to us anymore? You are kind of being a real a-hole.
He's useful. Yeah, toss him here.
I'm gonna just
Awesome,
turn
hero.
his head so he's like facing Scold instead.
That's the intelligent one? I
Jen,
mean, it must be
seriously.
smart if you taught it how to walk.
Help us out, man. What's happening? Why are you here? Did you just come adventuring because you wanted to see a cool tower?
Oh, I know who the
Did you
unintelligent
just
one
walk
is.
upon this place?
Walk.
Okay, we didn't walk nowhere.
It's a joke.
You probably
Oh.
walked at some point.
Oh,
What,
okay.
Jen? What did
Fire,
you
like-
used to be before you were like?
Do you think your body's in here?
Alive.
Should we find it for you?
No
What?
shit.
Been in for decades.
Yeah, but like, do you think we could put you back together? I mean, should we try to find your body? You like make,
I mean, you
like,
can
make
find
it-
a body for me, sure, but no,
Do you
I
want a
wasn't
body?
allowed a body.
Who didn't allow you a body?
I'm going to give you 3 guesses. And if you can't get in the 3 guesses, remove my jawbone and then remove my skull. Which is
Necromancer.
entirely wrong.
Anyway, it's Mel. I mean, we get it.
There you
It's
go. The smart one got
yeah,
it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
How long have you been here? You got a calendar?
Oh.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah, let me just go and check my calendar.
What year was it when you came in?
I don't know.
You don't know what year it was when you came in? You're the unintelligent
Oh,
one.
I'm
God
sorry
damn.
that a farmer didn't keep a calendar and track the years.
farmer should totally know what like season it is and what year
season?
it is.
Do you want to know what season?
Farmer.
It was winter.
He's fighting
When I
this skull.
died, it was winter. Okay, as
I
far as
don't know what
I
year it
know.
is right now.
I'm from
Who
a
knows what
family of
year it is?
farmers. I understand. We lose track of the times and the days.
What'd you farm?
Corn.
Me?
Mostly corn.
Mostly corn.
I've farmed corn before too, Jen.
I've been here alone for a long time, and this is the most boring thing that's happened so far.
Did you dudes come in here?
I have a question.
Put me in his hands. I like him.
I have can I?
Yeah, you can. You don't have to raise your hand.
Cool. Is head honcho here or no?
And honcho.
She's just gonna rattle the teeth. Archmage Melanos?
Yeah,
no,
sure.
he left ages ago.
Oh, so all this shit is just like independently happening.
Oh no, that's the dickhead
Have you
above.
seen outside recently?
Wait,
No, I
who's
can
above?
hear it. Who's the
Were you
above?
ahead
I
when
don't
you
know.
left?
She went up there, and
She?
yep, she didn't remove the blanket, but I heard her voice.
Was she alone? You wouldn't know. You get a blanket over you. Can tell.
She's
Does it
got
sound like
4
two people?
legs.
Thought it was them, right? It's got to be like the wizard and the illithid.
Yeah.
Did she say anything to you? Did you do your whole spooky bit?
I did.
Yeah. Did she seem scared?
She asked what that was, looked under the blanket, then put the blanket back over and moved upstairs. And since then, weird shit has happened.
You would think that at this point you would realize that the bit doesn't work very well.
You're the second
Yeah.
people I've tried it on. Okay? It was a
Oh.
50-50.
Oh, all right. All right. Fair
Percent
enough.
success rate.
Yeah,
And that ain't bad.
that ain't bad.
Well, they're like, anything we can do for you to make your stay here any better?
I wouldn't
Sure.
do anything for it.
I don't know. Like, we could put you somewhere
We
where
could
you
pop
can
him up
see.
next to a window.
Do you want to
yeah.
come with? I don't know.
Hey, I'll make you a deal, head.
The view.
Wait,
We gotta go up there and kill him. If you want to help us, we'll give you a body afterwards.
Yeah. Do you want us to
Okay.
And
bring
we
his
can take him
body?
to your dad, and he can get him a body.
yeah,
Oh,
give me a
shit,
body.
Maybe he can.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the deal, though. You gotta listen to us. You gotta like help us out, right? Don't like you can't like warn whatever.
Put me
creepy
next to an
shits in
ankle,
this-
I'll bite it.
Is
Okay,
Fia
cool.
can Fia see Scald, or is it like a back turn situation? Because she turned to like
Every time someone talks, Fia turns so the skull can like, see them.
if your back's to Scald while you're saying this to the head, Scald will be over his shoulder going, "I don't listen." Just like reinforcing like the bad things in the
She's
head.
just like she feels sort of bad now, so she's just like panning the skull around so we can like see the room and just like as
Basil,
people
like,
talk, she's like,
I'm
yeah,
the farmer.
that's Basil.
Oh,
right. What kind of are you? All
What's-
right,
what's
yeah,
up?
we're gonna find you a body. Help us out,
What is
okay.
cool. Right?
What's that
Sure,
reaction?
but what do you want me to do?
I don't know what else. Wait, is it okay? I'm sorry.
Do you
to
not
ask
know
you this.
anything?
Is this as far as you
The
ever
fuck
made it
does
into
that
the
mean?
tower?
Is there a brain in the
What's your
skull? Like,
use level here?
What do you mean? What's my use level?
Like, have you been farther into the tower? Is this as far as you've ever made it?
Oh, this is as far as I've gone. I was born here. Well, unborn here. Reborn here. I was the first of the undead that they raised. They kept me around.
Why did they raise you? For what?
So they could
There's a
learn necromancy.
necromancer.
Just for fun?
What do you
Were
mean?
protecting something? Were
No,
you
Why do necromancers necromance?
The
It must've
smart
been at
one
the
has it
start.
on the nose again.
just because?
No, wait. Was it at the start of the invasion of Wolfguard?
Of the invasion.
Oh shit, buddy.
You might not know.
He probably doesn't know.
Oh, buddy. So I think you've maybe been here a while.
Okay.
Wolfguard's mostly overrun by undead, and there's vampires. and
This whole
rats.
place is undead. It's probably your necromancer that did it. Fucked up
Oh.
everything. Everyone's fucking dead.
Oh,
Everyone's
It's
dead.
called the Deadlands now. This whole area.
Deadlands.
Actually.
that
You were
kind of
the
makes
first
me
one.
king.
Yeah.
think.
Congratulations.
Skull thinks for a second. He's like, wait, yeah, I guess so. The firstborn.
The firstborn. I need a body.
The heir to the Deadlands. We're gonna find you a body.
We'll get you
Okay.
a kingly body.
Okay. Put a dagger in my mouth, I'll stab an ankle.
Sweet.
Can you like demonstrate on something so we know how good you are?
Yeah, set him down. See how he fights.
I'm gonna take the dagger that I got from Dolph and Enzo, and I'm gonna take. I'm not gonna just jam it in right here. Take
Fight
this.
something,
Okay, I'm gonna give him the dagger, and then where can I put him?
Yeah, give me.
All right, I'm gonna give him this gold.
Skull's gonna produce some rope and jimmy the rope around his head a bit and make a necklace with the head.
Nice. Okay.
hanging.
Yeah. Just hold his mouth kind of. Okay. You put me close enough, I'll turn into it. Just stir it.
No, you don't need the dagger. You don't need the dagger. I never lose.
Spits it out to the ground.
Okay. Now your head high.
Dagger.
Yeah. Yeah, to all the others. Except for that one, he's short. Looks down at Timothy.
Like
I'll be
he
like
did the eyes.
grappling. He's just gonna be in things stomachs all the time as Scold like grapples them. He's like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, then he can bite
Bite your
them.
tummy.
Him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
All right, let's find you a body and kill this bitch.
Okay.
Wait, did they do anything like weird? Any
I mean-
spells? You hear him casting spells or shit?
The spiders in this room, they all rather became bigger or kind
Oh,
of
come on.
turned into tiny little ones.
Come on.
Where are the spiders?
Oh no, like corner spiders.
Looks in all the corners.
Like the small cobwebs that are around.
Firebolt.
Not like big. Just things got weird.
They didn't like set no traps. They just went upstairs.
Oh. They went upstairs, didn't set any traps in here.
All right,
You're
good enough for
under a
me.
blanket.
Let's go. Wait, we should rest. Right?
We
Yeah.
are
I was
short
gonna say,
rested, right?
are we
This is
chilling?
after a short rest.
Okay.
This is after. Okay. Yeah, Fabio will start kind of scoping out the stairs, going real careful, checking for traps,
Okay.
all
Would
that
I
sort of shit.
would I still have had detect magic up when we got to the front door? It lasts for like 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
So did I notice any magic on the lock on the door, like any sort of like magical alarm that would have let somebody know that we just walked in?
Question.
No.
The place is kind of fucked up. They probably just assumed no one's gonna come here.
Yeah. I just meant like I wonder if we have to rest again, right? Is she like, I'm at the top of the tower. I saw those assholes coming in.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Do you want to stop here, or should we do the next room? Continue.
Yeah, Sko just came in like 10 minutes ago, wanting to go to bed. So, depending, yeah,
All right,
Probably-
we'll
probably
stop here, please, Mr. DM.
yeah.
You start going up,
So there's a next
and
room.
you head up the stairs, taking you to the second floor. The room, same size as the one before, this time empty, except for the moment you step into it. Across one wall, 12 mirrors appear. And in the center, out of the ground, 12 hooks appear. In order.
Hooks?
Hooks, like the frames to hang them on.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
And that is where we'll stop. As you're
Mm.
slowly ascending the Necromancer's tower to see who is at the top. Okay. I won't give you the puzzle yet, because then you'll just think about it the whole time. We
Just come back and hit like, here are the 7 answers.
God damn.
Yeah, make us sweat on stream. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Well, you're closing into a boss fight. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a real fun one. So, actually, next week is a special episode because it is the year anniversary of Fabia.
Hey. Thanks, guys.
Very sad. Very sad.
What?
The longest running guest in any D&D show. Do you want to go first? Shouting yourself out then, Dex? Bonus? Dodger?
Sure. Hi everybody, I'm Dodger. You can find me at Dex Bonus on pretty much anything. I didn't say it at the start of the show, but since I have the opportunity, teas are coming back into the Dodger Coffee Store on Tuesday. We've got a couple new flavors and things. I would love it if you would check it out. Got more eco-friendly packaging and stuff, so
awesome. Very
happy with it. Would love it if you would check out the website, dodgercoffeeco.com. And otherwise, yeah, I just stream a lot, so come hang out.
Heck yeah.
That sounds great. The teas are really good as well, right? The coffee was great.
Yeah, thank you. It was really good.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Just saw some son of a bitch in the chat say that skull was a self-insert. It's fucked up, dude.
The skull?
Yeah, it's the biggest asshole character I made, you son of a bitch.
Fuck. That's funny as fuck.
Shit.
Wait, who's got the highest intelligence here? Is it Skull?
Not me.
No. Wait.
Maybe.
Mine's 14.
I'm at 17.
Mine's 16.
Am I the most
10.
intelligent?
I think
I
Fabio
used to
is.
have, but Fabio has, yeah. I used to have.
Yeah.
Okay, then we're gonna go
Let me
in.
rework.
We're gonna go in order of intelligence for shout-outs. Skull would go next.
Okay.
Sam.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Strippin. You can find me at Twitter TV/Strippin. Lately, I've been trying Red Dead RP, which has been really cool. Gonna be doing some more of that tomorrow. Shout-outs to Bree, who had tech issues for the whole D&D session.
Oh my god, I know.
Thank you for pushing through it, buddy.
Yeah.
very kind.
Of course, I love D&D. I love
And,
playing with you guys. So
Big thank you to Joe for getting so creative with our episodes. I never know what's gonna happen. It's a good time.
Good stuff.
And yeah, come check me out every day from 2 Eastern.
Sick.
It's plain dumb shit.
Who's got the next highest intelligence? Is it Bree or
It's
I have
great.
14.
16?
Biology.
Yeah. Okay. OG, you go next.
Why'd you make a face like that?
Well, your stats are really high, aren't they?
Well, I didn't roll. You rolled. When we rolled, I rolled well, and then I have some feats. Yeah, whatever.
No strength,
I'm smart. Fuck off. I don't need it.
Don't you also have like
Why-
16 AC as a sorcerer?
Yeah, that's Draconic Bloodline.
Your character's busted as shit, man.
Draconic Bloodline stuff.
Like, this shit's busted.
I'm LG. I'm busted as shit. That'll be my Netflix quote from now on. Busted as shit. That's me. Check me out.
yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I tweet shit. Sometimes I stream shit. Mostly I'm here on Sundays. That's my deal.
Bree.
Who's next?
Hello. I played Skyward Sword tomorrow. I'm a streamer, I guess. I'm forgetting my life story all of a sudden.
Streamer, I guess. Who am I?
What am I?
You've been polymorphed too long, man.
I know, dude. All I know is monkey. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm continuing Skyward Sword. It's a long ass game. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. probably PST. Yeah,
Sweet.
that's it.
And then finally, Jai.
Which one of us?
The dumb.
Oh wait, no,
Who
Shane.
was the...
Oh wait,
I
Shane.
only
Shane.
had 10.
It's
How much
because
do you have?
I didn't go in a circle. I got confused
10.
who shout.
Wait,
yeah,
intelligence? No, I
Shane,
have
it's
8.
you next. Yeah. it's
Okay,
you
thank God.
next.
I'm not as dumb.
No, I'm like fully dumb. Mine's
Don't worry. When you do the Wisdom Week, you'll be top.
Wait,
Hi, I'm
what's your-
Shane. What's my what?
No, don't worry. You go do your thing. I'll
No,
ask
what's my what? I want to know.
That's what what's your wisdom?
My wisdom's 20.
Oh, that's big. Nice.
He's
my wisdom's
very
20.
wise.
I'm wise.
Biased.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Shane. I want to shout out Joe for countering my banishment and turn undead strat this last encounter. I couldn't really do it on any of those.
Yeah.
Couldn't you?
No, you could. If you'd have banished
there's
them, they
4
would have
of
just gone.
them.
Yeah, but if you banish someone, they
Oh.
go to their own realm. Oh, shout out to Joe for adding 1 extra enemy to the encounter. That's fucking go for my banish strat.
4 people. I can't banish 4 people.
You only saving that for bringing in one single guy. That's fucked
No,
up, dude. That's so
That is
messed up.
fucked up, to be honest. How many enemies are there? Okay, well.
Every bad guy now is just gonna be a twin.
I'm going
Oh
to
my
upcast
God.
it then. You can't counter that, can you?
Oh yeah, that is
Oh.
multiple targets. Fuck. Okay, yeah, find Shane at Shane Hawk. Jari.
Hello guys, my name is Jari. I'm the stupid one of the group. I stream makeup and body paint and stuff on Twitch. You can find me pretty much on Jari on all social media platforms. I have no idea what I'm planning to do this week, other than I am going to do a collab with my friend, and we're going to be body painting the Eridar twins from WoW, from the Sunwell, if any of you guys remember them.
Oh.
So yeah, we're both going to be painting ourselves as one of those, and I get to do the scary red lady, so I'm excited.
Sick.
It will be fun. So yeah, that will be happening on Thursday, but I'm not sure what I'm doing for the rest of the week, but come tune in and all that good stuff.
Sick.
Can you show chat what you drew during the session?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me bring up.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, joking.
Wait, what are you doing?
Angry eyes.
Oh, I can just show them.
Yeah, you can just pick it up.
Oh yeah, you
Hey,
pick it
you
up.
have
You drew. Yeah, drew physically.
Angie Saphira.
Super good.
What you don't realize is that below the neck is just covered in cuts, and she's like a borderline death, but she's still annoyed.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was like doodling, and I was like, oh, this kind of looks like what Saphira looks like when her teammates try to help her. And it's just like an angry face.
You can find me on this channel. I stream most days except for Saturdays. I am probably going to be playing a lot of Red Dead roleplay this week.
Handsome Floyd.
Yeah, Handsome Floyd's come back out. And also made 2 permadeath characters today, ready to go for this week as well. For Red Dead. Which is going to be pretty fun. Other than that, I read a bunch of homebrews on Tuesday, so come in for that if you're interested in seeing a bunch of different D&D that people make across various Reddits. But that's pretty much it. Is anyone about to stream?
You've also got Discord, right? If people want to come and talk D&D.
It's true, yeah. You guys are better at the shouts than I am. I've only been doing this a year. !Forged will get you to the Godforged Discord. Its name is going to be changed a little bit soon as well. But then also you can find my Patreon as well, an !Patreon, if you want to see all of the GM notes and
support your boy.
Like hell yeah.
All right. Well, is anyone going to go stream, or should we say goodbye?
No.
All right.
No, not tonight, man.
Then we'll see you guys next week for the year anniversary of Fabi.
Thanks,
Guys. Bye.